Time I've got to reset this bloody lower third thing.
And that's the very first words that you're going to hear on this hangout. Is Kev sorting out his lower third. Edie, innuendo started already. Hi, welcome. Tuning into the Fully Loaded on a Thursday. And already in our panel we have Kev that was helping out on the safety hangout at 8 o'clock. And we also have Tom Biker. You know, he's waving there, as you can see. He's waving. And Mr. B, of course, me. So this is the fully loaded section where basically we talk about anything and anything, and quite often it's to do with motorbikes. And normally, as the day goes on, the evening goes on, the subjects kind of get more and more adult. Let's say. Oh, and Suffolk Andy has just joined.
Hello, boys.
Hi, mate. How you doing?
Not too bad, sir.
All right, mate.
You get your haircut?
Yep, head me is lowered actually a couple of days ago.
Oh, yeah, looks like it.
A bit scruffy, so I thought I'd better get myself sorted out.
Yeah, you're looking very posh, mate. Little
I know. I can't help it. That's because I'm debonair and young and handsome.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Just like the rest of you lot.
I have to ask already. I can see your T-shirt, but only half of the message. You know how annoying that is when you sort of see a T-shirt and you can't quite read it all. Washing up, what?
Washing up, no. Shopping, no. Football, yes. Chips and beer, yes.
Oh, good shirt, good shirt. Good man. Anyway, thank heavens for dishwashing today.
Yeah, I enjoyed the bit I just watched. That was quite good. I enjoyed that.
Excellent, good, yeah. And Calm Biker there, as always, asking those very crucial questions.
Well, I had to ask you boys and girls if you'd, so I said boys and girls, you boys, if you've ever had a fat bird on the back of your bike. Trust me, I've never had a 32-stone bird on the back of my bike.
That'd be worth seeing.
I should have said something like, yeah, I once went and got a Christmas turkey and took that back on the bike or something.
Well, you could have done. I was going to put, have you ever had a 32-stone sheep on the back, but I thought I better not.
I thought you were on about a sheep now or what? So what's new in the land of everybody? Can't Biker, any gossip?
No.
No, excellent. Cheers, mate. Andy?
Not a lot, no, not what I can say on this bit.
Hey, Kev, so you got a new bike, I understand?
I have, yeah, I've got a Kawasaki.
Is it a Ninja?
No, it's a ZZR. It's not
Yeah.
Ninja.
It's the one before they turned it into a Ninja, isn't it?
It is basically, yeah, same engine. But yeah, it's a good little bike. It's a nice little bike. It's a good little run around. So yeah, it's doing me well for work. I got a tank bag for it last week because the tank bag I got for the Shiver is made for the Shiver and cost 10 times as much. But it's the only one they bloody make. And I got a magnetic one. Oh my God, the stick's like shit to a shovel.
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd be that good. I was kind of in two minds about it. I thought, it can't be that good. And then when I went close to the tank, it like ripped it out of my hands. Well, bloody hell! Don't get your hands stuck under that.
Yeah, they do. I've got a magnetic tank bag as well, and they are good. I'll give you a little tip though, buddy. Because they're magnetic, they tend to attract metal, believe it or not.
Really?
So, yeah, but what you need to bear in mind is before you attach it to your tank, wipe it off because it will attract little bits of metal.
Oh yeah.
What you don't want to do is then attach that to your tank when it's got little shards of metal stuck to the magnets. You pull it off and you've got a nice scratch tank.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, does happen.
The other thing is get yourself a bit of that non-slip fabric and stick it underneath. And then the bag can't move as you're going over bumps and stuff, and even if it were to move a little bit, you won't get any scratches.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I always tend to, mine's got like a leather pad, and I'm sure yours is the same, I mean, they're all pretty much the same. But I always wipe them down before I put it on the tank, just to make sure there's no bits of metal stuck to the magnets. It's OCD. And when I go and fill up, because there's quite often there are bits of metal at the petrol station, I take the tank bag off and I turn it upside down and put it on the ground so that it doesn't get anything then come into the magnets, because I'd cry if I didn't scratch my tank on my Hayabusa.
Yeah, there's quite a few things and stuff on the bike, and it's got stickers all over it that say "quick as fucky."
Cover up the scratchy watchies.
I've got to take them off. They're horrendous. They are horrendous. They're just chavtastic. So I need to take them off. I just haven't had the chance yet. But yeah, all over it says "quick as fucky." Obviously, spelled KW.
Yeah, I think I saw the thingy, but I find quite often, especially when buying second-hand bikes, if they have got stickers on, they're normally to cover up scratches. Why would you put a sticker on your bike anyway? Unless of course it was an infamous biker sticker, but then I haven't got one of those. Apparently you have to go and send off an email rather than take someone away to Southport and buy them an ice cream.
I haven't got a Mr. B sticker.
Yeah, well, they've not been made yet.
I have got an infamous biker sticker and lots of car biker stickers and a Suffolk Andy sticker.
I've
Is
got
anybody else on?
as well, and a car biker sticker.
You got any stickers, Andy?
Yes, I've got bloody loads. Oh, sorry, that Andy. Yeah. He ain't got any. No, he ain't got any.
Oh, God, we have to talk about stickers.
Yeah, you've got to watch out for them stickers, though. Danny G1980, he's got the TT that had a go on.
Yeah.
And he had a tank protective sticker thing, we call it tank pad.
Yeah.
And he started taking it off because he wants to put some vinyl on and things like that. And it turns out it's been araldited on.
Jesus.
So he's had to take a sander to it and all sorts to try and get the araldite off, and he still hasn't quite managed to get rid of it all.
Bloody hell.
Well, I know tank pads are quite tricky to stick on just right, but araldite excessive.
Pretty permanent. It's resin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Going back to what you was talking about earlier about the Pillinger passenger, whatever you call it. Pillinger. Sounds fucking good, doesn't it?
Pillion. Yeah.
I can't. Pillion passenger. I don't know. I only came in halfway through when you lot were talking, so I don't know if you did talk about it. But you know this slippery stuff that you were talking about with your tank pads. You can get them to fit certain bikes on the back, so when the passenger sits on it, their arse can't slide around, because sometimes some motorbike seats can be a little bit slippy. So you just fit it over your seat, it comes halfway across, they sit on it, and then their asses won't slide anywhere. They're about £12.50 to fit most bikes, but they're pretty good. I put one on the back of mine to stop Mrs. P from friggin' jumping all over me. So, and that does work.
Yeah.
You get them on eBay.
Yeah. I don't use it on mine too much because the seat's kind of got a grippy pattern on it so it's not smooth. Some seats are dead smooth, aren't they?
Yeah, they do work. They're pretty damn good as well.
Mm. And if they move around a lot, then just get some of that Duralock stuff. Just put some on their arse and some on the seat, and then stick them down like a brick, and then they're kind of stuck there for good. Then
we could use the Aerosite.
Just araldite your passenger on.
Yeah. You have to grind them off when you're finished.
Now there's wishful thinking, Via.
Well, at least your seat wouldn't get wet when it rained. They'd be on up for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. Just wait there. I'm just going to the shops. Brilliant. Yeah, but no, we didn't actually talk about that, mate. So that is a good point. Yeah, I mean, if you do have passengers that slip around a lot, then yeah, try and get some of that non-slippy stuff and wrap it around your seat.
Yeah, they actually make them to fit. Like if you've got a ZZR or you've got something else, a bandit, you can get the actual one that will fit that ear or bandit seat. Just slips over and you tie it underneath, and job's good. And I think they're about £12.50. They do work.
Yeah, good one. Yeah. Big Kev, hello, good morning. For where you are. How you doing, buddy?
It's a late night.
Yeah. I don't know what time it is there now. I think it's about 9 o'clock in the morning, I guess. Possibly 10. But yeah, hello, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. So anyone got any subjects that they wanted to discuss tonight? There's that tumbleweed sound effect. Well, I've got a couple in reserve. A video that will be coming out at some point is when you've caught someone being a complete idiot in a car, for example. Have you ever reported anyone, as in give the police the footage?
No.
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 Carl? No.
No.
Well,
No.
let Kev answer that one as well. Hi, Kev. We're just saying, I just come up with a topic. Have you ever caught someone on camera, like a cager, being a complete idiot, and then thought, right, I'm going to report them and give the footage to the police?
No, not really. I think to rile me up, and I know there's a lot of time I have to blind people, but that's just the way I am. I'm not really angry as such. I think it would have to be pretty horrendous to wind me up enough to want to do that. They'd have to like practically knock me off or knock me off for me to want to do that. No, I don't think I would. Why have you guys?
No, I've never done that. There's once or twice I felt like doing it, but I wouldn't do it. Just wouldn't. I did shade at a bloke today. I was at some traffic lights, and he was in a sort of truck thing, and they were red, and I was beside him. And he, you know, when they keep creeping forward, wanting the lights to change. Well, by the time he'd finished, half his lorry was over the road, so I just shouted out, "Oh, you fucking knob!" Sorry for swearing. "Oh, you friggin' knob! You know, wait till they go bloody, green." And he just looked at me and just sort of give me the look as to say, "Just get lost," you know. And I thought, well, what's the point? You know, what's the friggin' point? You know. So yeah, they do make you wrong sometimes, don't they?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are just clueless, aren't they? And they're just oblivious. Not clueless, oblivious. Oblivious would be a better word. They're just kind of like in their own little land.
Yeah.
Usually texting on a bloody phone.
Oh, I hate that. I really do hate that.
The reason I brought this up is that I've never. I thought maybe I've got the footage there if anything horrific happened. But I was doing where was it? I was coming back from the carousel. I went on my own because you was at work, I think, Kevin. But I just asked. But on the way back, a car pulled out in front of me from a junction, not in like a close call, blah blah blah, but they had a passenger, and that passenger must have been about 6 years old at best. In the front, well, I say they were in the front, stood up in the passenger footwell and tapping on the flipping dashboard. Basically a kid climbing around in the front with no seatbelt. And at the time, I pulled up alongside and I said, "You, get a flipping belt on that kid. Yeah, get a seatbelt on." And that was it for me. Now I had my rear cam going as well. And at that point, after that, I thought, well, I'm not going to report him. He's just like, being an idiot. But on reviewing the footage, after I had gone past and said, "Get a seatbelt on that kid," you can quite clearly see the driver of the car, who's obviously a complete dick anyway, went, and I thought, you know what? I've just changed my mind. I now I'm going to report you. Because that is blatantly no regard at all for that child in that car.
What did he do?
He went like that.
Ah, right. Fair
As
enough.
if to say, "Okay, I'm an idiot, and why don't you go and do one?" And it's like, well, no, that's like I was expecting. And this brings me on to the other subject: is rage. Right?
So he did what? What did he do?
I'm not doing it again.
I missed it the first time. What did he do that was so offensive? He smiled at you.
Sign language.
I don't understand what you mean.
Middle finger, Richard.
Offensive sign language, mate.
Show us what you mean, because it's a new one.
No, you're all right, Richard. I'll show you later. I'll show you the sign later.
I've not got. It's all right, I've not got the camera out.
But at that point, when I saw that single finger rise into the air, I thought, well, actually,
Which one?
You need a flipping recording.
Which one? I'm going to keep saying it.
Here's the index
You're
finger.
going to have to do it, mate.
But which leads me neatly on. Hi, Dave. Dave.
Hi, hi
Hello,
everybody.
Dave.
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 Dave, just before I move on to my next part of this, have you ever reported any more footage from your camera?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Yeah. But you might do if it was bad enough. Yeah.
If I knew where to report it, I might.
Yeah.
I know the schemes in London, and there's a few other places around the country, but I don't know about the West Midlands.
Yeah. Yeah, I look into it. It's just that when I got that, I thought, well, no, that's just outrageous. 1 second. So it leads me on to the next point, and it's like, sorry, Keith, I thought I pressed enter, I didn't press enter. There's the link to the hangout. Sorry, mate, there you go. Rage. Now, if, for example, another example that I know of that I could give you is that this woman in a 4x4, when it was on my night ride one, she cut in front of me, and it obviously, you know, the fish eyes make things look farther away. Trust me, she was really close. No indication, no nothing, and nearly swiped me off. And it was only the fact that I saw what she was doing, I managed to just avoid it. And I was quite annoyed at that point. I said, right, I'm going to have a word. And I went, and they was like, sorry, mate, sorry, really, really sorry. And my rage just went, okay, no problem. All right, yeah, you know, you've said sorry, that's great, and you've understood what you've done. Don't need to say anything. But then there's the other times when someone does something like that, and instead of going, oh, I'm really sorry, they might use some sign language, Richard, or they might use verbal words in, you know, something like go off on and do something. Then that doesn't help your rage situation, does it, I find? I think it kind of goes a bit more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're thinking along the lines of tall guy, small bike.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's exceptional, isn't it, when the driver tries to get out of the car and tries to flipping hit you. But fair play to tall guy, small guy. He managed to effectively deal with that situation in a hilarious way. But yeah, I mean, we've got someone quite well known for rage on the panel, haven't we, Richard? One of your first. What was the words that you were saying to that driver? I couldn't make it out. There was some bleeping going on.
It was an interesting learning exercise. What I said to her was, I actually bleeped. I was so cross, I actually bleeped. That was a very similar thing, though. Big white Mercedes. If I hadn't have swerved, she would have hit us. And it teaches you a valuable lesson, because I got angry and just went alongside her to basically shake my head, and then carried on. And she decided at that point to be incredibly dangerous, tailgate me at a distance of about a foot, at about 100 miles an hour at that point, and then undertake me.
Yeah.
And get really stupid. Now, if I'd have carried that one on, it got boring after that point. But if I carried that one on, it was quite strange. I caught up to her later on because she got into traffic, as one does in a car. And I just bent down behind the car, looked in, and went, Hamra. And it was amazing. Her driving from that point on was perfect. So all you need is more of us with cameras on, going, camera, and driving will improve the end.
I have one with a taxi driver in one of them transit van taxis, and he was all over the place at my back end and whatever, and I just pointed to my cameras, and you can physically see him like 4 cars length.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it, when they realise?
Yeah. I think me actually, Richard. Sorry, just before you carry on.
Yeah.
The thumbnail you used for that video used the very same sign language that I was referring to earlier. So I think you're already au fait with it. The finger.
No, I think I used 2 fingers. I wasn't sure what you were meaning.
Okay.
So wait, how do you do the 1 finger then?
I'll let you explore that later, mate. Eh?
So were you saying that she'd done 1 thing wrong or 2 things wrong?
I think, I'm assuming he means this, is it? You're kind of pointing at you.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like the one that you were doing, you know, where you use 2 fingers, but then what you do is you take this finger down and leave the other one up, and I think you've ended up with the very same symbol. Oh, you're breaking up there, mate. Try that again.
Has he gone, or is it me that's gone?
Your internet connection's poor, mate. Isn't he supposed to have the best here?
That's a bit.
Yeah, that's
I don't
gone.
know what happened there.
I don't know what happened there. I think you come back now.
Stroke or something there, Rich?
Say again?
You have like a mini stroke or something there, did you?
No, I think it was a little bit unfair of you to mention it. You shouldn't draw attention.
Flames on the forehead. I've seen the government information film, and unless they've got flames coming out of their forehead, they're all right. So yeah.
Government information film. There's 3 words that don't fit
Where they
together.
used to say, like, think bike and all that stuff.
I think the last.
Roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that I think the last one was sampled quite a lot by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. The last one that had any useful information in it at all.
What, 2 tribes go to war?
Yeah.
So that rage thing. Big Kev's just got a question on the very subject, so let's quickly bring that up. I mentioned about reporting people. Do you think it would be hypocritical to report someone just for being a dick, as sometimes we may do something that may be considered illegal? I don't know what you mean, mate, like speeding. And I would report someone deliberately being dangerous. Yeah, I think it's each to their own, really. Me personally, I've got 2 kids, and I wouldn't dream of letting them play, you know, in the passenger footwell, not being seatbelted in. And he obviously didn't understand that. And when I'd signalled to him that he should really have that kid strapped in, I was expecting them to go, actually, yeah, sorry, mate, you're right. But no, I got a totally different reaction, and it really annoyed me when I went.
Have you considered he might have been doing that, but he might be disabled and only have 1 finger? Thanks.
Let's not focus on that finger too much. I would expect to, like, sorry, even if it was just 1 finger. I couldn't even do that.
Maybe he was saying, what, you mean put 1 kid in a seatbelt? They should know, put 2.
1 seatbelt.
Yeah, 2 seatbelts.
Yeah, I've only got 1 seatbelt in the front. Maybe that's what he was saying, eh? But anyway, no, yeah, that annoyed me.
In answer to the question, I'd probably say it depends on who's doing it. We all on this panel here will fly the line of the law quite close, but we do it safely. We don't recklessly do it like some people in London have recently been arrested for and had his camera looked at and found all this stuff on it that he's been wheeling in public streets and whatever. We don't do things like that. So when somebody is being particularly dangerous or particularly stupid, then I wouldn't have any problems with reporting them if I knew where to do it and when to do it. But again, it's down to your mood at the time. By the time I get home, I've usually calmed down from something anyway, and I see it as an incident rather than anything else. But if it was like that bloke that tried undertaking me the other week, then that's different. That's dangerous driving, and that really does need to be reported.
Yeah. I think if that's something pretty bad, they'd have to piss me off something rotten for me to report them, I think, or be extremely dangerous.
If you reported everything dangerous, you'd never do anything but sit in a police station, would you?
Yeah. I mean, you know, it'd have to be something really bad, or yeah. Because I mean, even if it was the kind of situation like you were in the other day, Andy, and someone being a bit of a dick, you know, when instead of saying sorry, give you the finger or whatever, I'd probably just have a word with them. Well, in my own special vocal way, and report them, I think.
Yeah, I know, and I would have done, but I didn't notice it because I was obviously looking forwards and I was ahead of him. And it was my rear camera that picked up the sign language, and I only heard when I watched it back. I'm like, if I'd have known you'd done that, I'll tell you, I would have stopped another word, and I'd probably borrowed your mirror, you little bugger. But anyway, that's the story.
Your bike's so fast, you'll be able to get back in time and catch him.
But no, I've got a feeling he's probably local to that area anyway, and I quite often go that way. And obviously, I've got all of his details on camera, so that's handy.
There's a question for you then. You mentioned having his mirror. Has anybody actually done that?
Yes, I have, in my younger years.
Because the more I ride, the more tempted I am.
I've been close a couple of times, very close a couple of times, but I've never done it.
I did knock on somebody's window once, which was amusing. But I didn't get on video, which was annoying.
Did they let you in?
Sorry, did let me in. It was. I had a similar to the video I put up the other day. It was on the same roundabout where, coming around the roundabout, somebody just started to come in and in and in, as if I wasn't there. And it was, the roundabout gets busy quite often, so the traffic had stopped, and by then I'd gone right into the centre of the roundabout. So I had to put my foot down. If I'd put my right foot down, it would have been on the roundabout. And she was kind of, he in the van was kind of right on my bar end. And they hadn't spotted me, and they'd crept onto the roundabout and all the way around and up alongside me without even seeing me. So I just knocked on the window. And the face they pulled, you've never seen it. It's kind of just quite happily sat there, and it was.
Richard, sorry,
he had that face that seemed to be saying, "Have you just pulled up alongside me to knock on my window?" No, I was here all the time. But it's them kind of ones that I don't know. But is it something that happens on a bike? As you get more used to riding, you get more. You feel it more appropriate to take pieces of car with you. And I don't mean from home. I mean collect them on the way.
I'll tell you, this is a good idea. If you ever thought about making a rat bike, it'd be a good idea, I think, to just hang pieces all around your bike. And then just drive around, and people are going to give you a wide berth because they're going to say, "Hang on a minute, he's got so many carpets on his bike. I'm sure he's been knocking them off."
You can have it, you see it in the Vietnam films with the warplanes and stuff, and they've got a little mark on or a bullet or something for everybody they've killed. You could have little stickers of cars all the way along the side of your bike, or wing mirrors.
Riding around the road looking like something out of Mad Max.
Hey, why not?
I think a question just dropped off there. Sorry, guys. I do try and get to the questions, but obviously not mid-flow. If someone's lost their question, you can post it back up and I'll get to it. I did see it there. I'm just going to quickly go to a question from... Well, let's quickly take the comments first of all. Wyvern Biker, hi, I've sent you the link, so
yeah.
we'll bother answering that one. Sorry, buddy, I pasted it and I didn't press it like a donut. Then we've got Skeggy. Skeggy, if you want to come in, mate, I think I sent you a link.
I've just sent him one as well.
Okay, yeah, Skeggy, come along, mate, you're more than welcome if you want in. So, happy birthday to Tackler Strips. Tomorrow.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
He's 26 tomorrow.
Still a
You're
child.
younger half the age.
Yeah.
Is he getting a new bike for his birthday? Is he,
Off his dad.
He's getting a tricycle.
Yeah, he did actually sit on both my bikes last week for the first time. He's in no fit state to ride a sports tour or a sports bike because he's armed, but he could just about manage the cruiser. But he's in no fit state to ride a bike, and he won't be, I don't think, for another year, at least.
You don't look old enough to have a son. He's 26.
Well, we wish him all
Really?
the best anyway, mate.
Yeah. Thank you for that compliment.
I think it's because of your new hairstyle.
That's what it is, yeah.
It's very modern, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
hoping to attract more sheep that way.
At least I won't trip on my own hair and trip over into them, will I?
Well, I suppose it's shearing season now, is it? So you're kind of blending in more.
Oh, yes. All I know, he's going to cost me some money tomorrow, I suppose, for something.
Yeah.
His kids do.
Hi, Chaz, by the way. We did see you pop in there. How you doing, buddy?
Hello. It's like the elephant in the room. It's like, oh, ignore him. Ah.
No, we get there in the end. You know what it's like. So I've got a comment here from Mr. Husey. I had a crash happen right in front of me the other day. If only I remembered to charge up my camera and format the memory card. Indeed.
Get a black box camera set up on your bike so it's always looping. So it's in your bike. A little camera at the front or the back. So it's always looping. You don't use it for vlogging. You just use it for that time when you don't have your camera charged or memory full on it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or you can have a drift that's set to loop.
Yeah, other brands are available.
Yeah, but unless you hook the drift up to a permanent power supply, it will only last 2 and a bit hours.
Yeah. I think my camera's got the option to overwrite when it gets full. It starts again kind of thing. And I think that's why it does it in chunks. I think mine does it in, is it 4 gig chunks or something? And then it starts another file.
Yeah, that's a limitation of the file system on the card. It's
Oh,
the
right.
biggest file you can have.
But then it does have the option to overwrite as well.
My black box that I made to put on my system, I can actually put it on motion detect if I want to flatten the battery and have it on all night. So as soon as somebody walks in front of it, it'll start recording for the next 10 seconds or whatever.
That would leave you vulnerable to me. Quite a bit. I'll be dancing in front of your camera for a few hours.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I always try now, even if I'm not going to do a vlog, I always have the camera on anyway now. So, I mean, I've got quite a few. Obviously, I've deleted it when I get home, but, you know, I could be riding for like 3 hours, and when I get back, there's not one word said, you know, just me breathing or sniffing.
Isn't it horrible when you get off your bike, you turn the engine off, and all you get is... It's like, fuck's sake, I've turned into Darth Vader as soon as I've got off. Especially when you're out of breath, trying to move it without it turned on. It's like, oh, brilliant, yeah, I sound asthmatic.
Yeah. Talking of which, I recently saw Quentin Redbeard's last video where his bike stalled and he's pushing it, and he speeded up and you can hear his breathing.
You recognise that sound, don't you, Mr. B?
Oh, yeah. Ah, dear, yeah, so that's funny. Yeah, I hate that, the breathing noise that you get. And Calm Biker Richard there, he does the, hello, it's Calm Biker. On with the vlog.
Is it pick on Car Biker night?
No, it's not like you like Javels or whatever they're called, or have an impossible sticker. Or a sticker.
Yeah, we already talked about stickers. So
You've got a sticker, Mr. B.
Skeggy says quickly, changing the subject. I can't join because he'll be here all night. I know what it's like. It's addictive, isn't it? He's got to be up early to take his power toss, but also no worries, mate. But hi anyway. Thanks for tuning in. And he also says hello to Mad Max there as well. He says hi, fruitcake. You, Chaz.
Yeah, I know it's from me.
Okay, we've got a question here as well from Hebcat Harley. How you doing, buddy? He says, is there a Skegness monster? And has anyone seen it?
I spent last weekend with him.
I think there is a Skegness monster, yes.
Looks like a G-Force pilot with that helmet on. Remember the old cartoon G-Force?
Yeah. Battle of the Planets.
Yeah.
I've taken the mickey out of that a few times on my earlier videos. Even put up some little subliminal pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Can't
That's sign language in them.
those. Sorry, Chaz?
Did they have sign language in them?
No sign language on those. It was all done with pictures. It's got quite popular now, though, isn't it? This embedding subliminal messages into videos.
Yeah. My one always contains subliminal, and it always contains "Don't buy Honda."
But Chaz, did you ever borrow someone's mirror that upset you from Acadia?
Yes, many times. I've been talking to that guy that's making the trump cards. I can't remember anyone's name. So.
Oh, yeah, what's his name?
Boy Biker.
Yeah. And he said, "What rage should I put you as?" And it's like, well, if someone gets too close to me, I'll rage at him. If someone's hot too close to me, I'll rage at him. If they look at me funny, I'll rage at them. Because I got this defensive thing where I have to defend my lane. If anyone gets within my personal circle, I'll get pissed off. It's like,
a 2-mile circle.
Huh?
What's that, a 2-mile circle?
Yeah, it's like, why are you that close? You're stupid. Stop it. Go away, get lost.
Cheers! I got close to you the other day.
Yeah, you got close, but I had to take a bath in acid because
No.
my hair was like water.
That's only because I wanted to mother you because you're so lovely.
I know. And you got a sticker. And Waveney got a sticker, see?
Yeah. And I got a sticker, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a sticker from you though, did I?
No, I ain't got any on me. I weren't on my bike, was
That sounds like BS to me. But if you're talking about this sending footage into the police, all you have to do is copy it onto like one of these DVD rewritable discs. I get the miniature ones just to fuck with the police. Because they're like, how does it work? So I just stick it in anything and it'll still work. And they're like, oh. And all you have to do is copy it onto that, edit out little bits. Nice picture, David. Edit out little pics. Like you acting like an idiot, you don't want them to see if you were pulling off a bit too quick. Put it onto the disc and then just either post it through their letterbox at the police station or hand it in the account and go, here you go, another idiot. That's what I say. Because I've had so many chavved up shit wagons that just play about with you. They cut you up, they sit behind you, they brake check you. They get as close as possible. They even bump your back wheel around there. Because they're fucking idiots. And it's like, really, you're in a car. If I fall off, I'm going to fuck you up.
If anyone ever bumped my back wheel, I would just get off the bike and fill them in.
Oh, yeah. Well, you go to get off it, and then they fucking reverse it so quick. Jesus Christ. I've seen them reverse. Oh, my. They must be doing 30 in reverse. It's stupid. They just throttle it. It's like, what the heck? And they just burn off, and it's like, oh, fuck you then. But, I know what bike versus car ends up being, and it ends up me down the road on the side, fucking looking at it going, brilliant.
Yeah.
So, I just chase after them, get the reg, slow back down, and then forget about it 10 minutes later.
Yeah, trouble, innit? I mean, I understand that. I mean, that's why in my younger years, I tended to collect the mirrors rather than getting off the bike and, trying to have a word, if you know what I mean, because you never know what sort of...
I get raged. Yeah, I mean, you get raged really bad, but if you just keep calm and just, video what they're doing, just be observant of them, be like that, and that's your biggest weapon, really. Just footage of them being a fucking fucktard. As soon as you start dropping down to their level, then you start putting yourself in more danger, and it's just video it and send it off, or keep it, so if you see them again, you can go, right, that's it, I've had it with you.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen, YouTube's got everything on it, obviously, but I've seen where, a biker's done a bit of rage at the window, and then the car's like, in one of them I saw a car pulled forward and then whacked it into reverse and just went flat out into his bike, ran his bike over and smashed it to bits.
Yeah.
His car
I mean, it's different when it's in traffic and not filtering past, and then you see that car that was being a dick, and you just go, oh, I'm just going to take your mirror as a fucking ornament. That's my prize. I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
Another mirror.
I'll tell you what, Chad, we had an incident, didn't we? It was about a year ago. I think you live up Chantry Way, don't you? Near
no, I live up Chantry Way.
Well, I see you going up that way the other day.
There.
Huh?
That's because where my work is.
Oh, right, I see you going up there the other day anyway. We had an incident in Ipswich where a biker got into a road rage situation with a car on Hawthorne Drive, I think, we're up that way. We still don't know really what happened, but the car driver run him over and dragged him about 200 yards up the road under the car and killed him.
What? Jesus.
Yeah. And there's nothing been ever said in the papers or anything since. But the guy died about 2 or 3 days later.
Oh my God.
And I went up there that day to go somewhere else, and I see the bike and the accident. Not the accident, but I see the aftermath of it, and that was horrendous. This guy had dragged him maybe 200 yards, 300 yards up the road. Yeah.
I mean, I got taken out by a cager because he didn't like me filtering past him at traffic lights. He chased after me. A car was coming. This was a big accident, like a massive one. He went to basically overtake me, but a car was coming the opposite way, so he couldn't do anything. He had to cut straight back in, and he was right by the side of me. He hit me once, and some miracle I gained balance, and then next time he hit me to get in, boof, I was gone. It was off. Slid down the road. Is Mr. B frozen?
No, I'm here.
Oh, your picture was frozen.
Did you say he hit you twice?
Oh yeah. I was amazed that I gained balance the first time, and it was the second time. It was like, boof, that was gone. And it was down the road sliding, spinning on the engine casing, and I still ran after it, turned the engine off, crawled to the curb, was like, oh, I'm going to have a sleep now. And then just went, wait a minute, someone can't see me bike, they might hit it again. So I crawled back to it and turned the hazards on. Worry about the bike.
That's like tonight. I don't usually put my camera on when I'm not vlogging, but tonight for some reason I was going up to hospital because your dad's in hospital, and I put the camera on. I knew there was going to be lots of traffic in Ipswich, and I thought I'd do some filtering footage. I never do it, and I'm coming down between all the cars, and I could see this car sort of about 10 cars up, and he must have clocked me coming through the middle, and you can see him deliberately pulling over towards the car, the other side of the car, just to stop me filtering through the traffic. Well,
they get really bitter about it.
Yeah, and I thought, what? And I said, I haven't even looked at it yet, but I said to myself, what a freaking knob, to try and stop me filtering through traffic, and I'm not doing him any harm. I'm just getting to the front, as you do on a bike. But
what I do with people like that is I don't break their mirror off. If they've really pissed me off and cut me up before then, and I'm filtering past them, I will. But not legally, not on a hangout. I'm not going to say that. Joke, wink, wink. But if they do that, all you do is just tap their mirror with your fingertips. Just lightly tap it so it moves your hand past when you go past, and that way they think, oh, he hit it. Oh, and then it kind of embeds in their thick skull that they shouldn't move out. Because I'll take it with me next time.
I'll tell you, if the traffic is moving slowly, but it is moving, and I see 5 or 6 cars in front of me, somebody pulling over like that, my favourite trick is actually to pass them on the other side. So if you get enough gap, you can sort of feed your way through, and then just go around the other side of him, and you just look at the driver, just wave, and just carry on.
Yeah, I mean, I know what Andy's talking about. He's talking about when it's gridlocked and nothing's moving, and when you have to slam your brakes on because some idiot's just trying to stop you.
Yeah, you know where it is, Chaz, round by the docks, where all the traffic build-ups and right there.
Yeah, they're all fucking dentists and hairdressers, and they're like, no, you ain't coming past me, you might scratch my car. I was like, I fucking will now. Fucking nails on your fingertips. Ah! Fucking Freddy Krueger your ass.
Yeah, I think we probably all get that a lot, these people that try and move in a way to try and block you. I had a first for me, that in the way that I reacted. There was a guy in a little red Panda thing on a very wide road, and this was on the way to Southport, and he moved right over actually onto the lines, which left at least a whole car width on the inside. And I said, I signaled, I said, you want to try and stop me getting past it, yeah? And whilst I was doing that, I just opened it up, went up the inside. The whole car was bouncing. He was getting so upset. It's like, I feel fine. I'm happy. I've got past you. You're having a rage in your car now. That'll teach you.
It's times like that I wish I had oh, if I could be bothered, because you know what it's like with one camera, it's fucking effort. But if you could have a rear camera constantly recording at the same time, brilliant.
Yeah, I do.
You know, good quality like the front one, then you could just get them fucking raging in a little cage. It's like, owned.
Yeah, I get that. And my camera that I put on my mirror is great for that because it gets me, but I've positioned it so you can see behind as well. So it's like a dual purpose. And it's like when I pulled to in one of my recent ones where I pulled to the front because there was hardly any room, but I had to, you know, when I have to weave your bike through the mirrors to get to the front. And this guy in this car next to me was going in his flipping car, and I did the Mario Start music and just left him with the lights.
That's my front and rear camera. Both of them are drifts. One's at 170, and the other one's the 1080p.
And they both.
Yeah, but they're not ghosts, are they?
No, they're not ghosts, because I can't afford ghosts, and B, why would I want to when I don't have any problems with these, and I've never sent any of them back.
I was going to say, because they work.
Yep. You got it.
Yeah, I've
There's
heard.
my review. Which is just an iPhone. I've got a Wi-Fi rear camera, so it streams wirelessly, and I can record it on there as well. So all I have to do is look down and go, wanker. Not brilliant quality, but it still gets it. If someone's acting like a dick, I can just go, record, you're a wanker.
Yeah, I do find that rear camera handy, and it's like that guy that didn't have that kid strapped in, and I didn't realise what he'd done until I looked at the footage afterwards, so that was good. Bex has come up with an interesting question. Have any of you been recognised while riding around by subscribers or watchers? Saw Phil 480's vid the other day with the guy in the car, drove past him, and then reversed back to ask if it was him. So, who wants? Anyone here had that?
No, I've never seen that. I've only got a handful of subscribers, so.
Not during a rider. I've had a PM later, and someone said, "Oh, were you riding up XYZ road?" And I said, "Oh yeah, that was me." But never when I've been out and about.
I think
Sounds
my
like
one...
Tom's having a nice drink.
Can't see that Twitch advert again.
Filling up with
Oh, what?
Tesco.
Shh, he's a secret lemonade drinker.
No. How's the sparkling water? Fast friendly.
That's because it's water that has personality.
Yeah.
No bacteria.
I hope it's low carb.
It's low everything.
Well, I can't get much lower than that.
I thought it had loads of carbs in it, seems it's carbonated.
You're thinking of carbon, not carbohydrate. Although,
Sorry, that was terrible, wasn't it? Yeah, so am I right in saying that no one here, including me then, is the only one who goes, "Oh, Mr. So-and-so or Mr.
No, it started to happen to me. I've been to 3 or 4 places in the last sort of month, and people have come right up and said, "Are you something handy?" One at the, well, 2 actually at the Cobdock bike share, or Cobdock run out, and I had another bloke came up. I was sitting in the pub at the Kesgrove Bell, me, and the bloke come up, sat down on my table and said, "You're Suffolk Andy," and I went, "Yeah," and he was the nicest bloke to go, and we had a good chat, and yeah.
Cool.
He wasn't named Bill, was he?
Who?
Bill. Bill?
And Ben.
Bill 480.
Oh, Bill. B.
Oh,
B.
Bill.
I don't know what his name was.
You'll find Bill, and he's a funny fucker. He rides around London, and he rides around everywhere with his flip over and having a fag. Fucking mental.
Yeah, all I ever get is someone will come rush at you and think, "Oh, someone's recognised me," and they go, "Wow, a Hayabusa," and it's like, "Alright, okay then."
Is that because you live in really tight roads? They're like, "Fucking hell, you got down here, didn't you?"
Sorry about that, someone's trying to Skype me.
Not me.
No, it's someone called Jeff Scott. I think I know who that is actually. Yeah, buddy, as you can see, I'm busy. But yeah, so yeah, thanks for that one, Bex. Not happened to any of us yet, apart from Suffolk Andy.
no, it's happened to me.
And me.
Oh, it has?
Yeah, you're just not paying attention to the people who've got their hands on.
Yeah, we're just like that all the time. It's like,
I was just sitting quietly. I'm just-
Oh, Richard, go on, tell us about it.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Suffolk Andy now.
Yeah.
I think he's explaining that signal to us that he
Yeah.
wouldn't do it. What is it, Andy?
It's just one gesture. That's all it is. There you go. Looks, it's just one gesture.
I can't see it.
showing you his tool finger for sheep.
It's
Yeah,
called
it's a bit-
it's called a shepherd's finger.
Bit higher.
Oh no, I
That's how we
see.
call it.
For checking their pulse, isn't it?
Oh yes. Temperature.
I'm going to say temperature, surely.
Oh, this is a lively one.
Thank you, little slave.
Right. Richard, go on, mate. Sorry, tell us about your experiences of people running going, come on, biker.
Not riding around. Went to the shop with Mrs. C. And we were just getting our gear on before I went out to leave the shop. And somebody came over and went, "Are you a cam biker?" And it was Roger Will.
Oh,
And I did a shout out for it. And I would say I kind of wish I hadn't. I don't wish I hadn't because I like Will. But the poor fella just got immediately trolled by two people. We
Oh
might,
yeah.
why?
because he believes that you should be legally obliged to wear a certain level of motorcycle gear.
Oh, God, not
Oh,
about
yeah.
I think it was his video that started all that off.
Mm.
that. Well, no, I think it was one person that started it all off, if you know what I mean. But anyway. Yeah, so okay. Kev, sorry, not Kev. Chaz, you said you've had the same experience of fans coming up to you?
Oh, it lends itself to the bikes I ride. People just like, oh, look at that! Like, oh, really? Fucking, I pull up somewhere, and if you know me, you'll know what I do. I pull up, and I get off the bike and walk away as quick as fucking possible. Run up to you like, oh no, here we go, quick! They're gonna start asking questions. They're gonna go, oh, you're here, and it's like, oh, brilliant, yay! Because I adapt to the situation. Like, loads of people have seen me. It's like I calm it down when I'm around certain people, and people expect me to be fucking mental and lively and fucking full of energy. But I don't do that if I'm around certain people because they can't handle it, and it just does their heads in. And I respect that. I'm just like, oh, tone it down. And then they see me just sitting there drinking a Dr. Pepper with my other half and talking to loads of other bikers, and like, oh, we're kind of disappointed. And it's just like, yeah, I'm not going to fucking break into song and dance, am I? It's just Saturday. I'm just going to sit here and be fucking normal. But I
I
can go
can't imagine you've gone that far to actually be normal. That can't be right.
I know. Well, I just sit
Now
there.
we know you're not telling the truth.
I'm basically unconscious, but, you know, they think I'm just being boring and normal.
So you're changing your channel name to Mr. Normal Max Chairs.
Yeah, Mr. Calm Chairs. But no, I've had it a lot. And we get in the big meets as well, because they just recognise the bike. And they don't know what the fuck I look like.
Yeah.
But we've had it with the Nottingham one, and I know Waveney and Skeggy definitely will agree. We have people saying, oh, man, Max Chairs, oh, we saw you in hangouts. And it's like, really? You watch those? Why? And we're standing there going, fuck, these people know us. Fuck. Should we be here? Should we go away? Should we, you know, run?
They watch the hangouts because it's the only place to see you because you never allowed any videos up.
I've got loads on the editing.
Oh, yeah, haven't we all?
I've got footage from TIFFs now, and it's got me in it. So I've got edit. No.
Video editing.
Right, these questions are built up through all
Do the questions. Do the questions.
Yeah, let's put it. Okay, so Skeggy, WJ, I'll see your questions. I'll try and get to them quickly. But first of all, Marty Marty NBR5, love the name. Don't know if it's me, but since I've been back biking, any issues I've had with cars have always been with BMW drivers. Yeah, that
Poor German
German
cars.
car, wasn't it?
Well, the chapped up ones are usually the VWs, aren't they? The little Golfs and Polos and shitbox crap wagons.
The Vauxhall Corsas.
Oh no, they leave me alone now. I don't know why.
I know there's one Vauxhall Corsa that doesn't have some cool guy.
Because he got no mirrors.
He's got no chin. But yeah, I find, buddy, that it's mainly the big cars, and most of the big cars are German, and all those you've got to watch out for, because I think they just feel safer in their cars, and that's why they can still play Flappy Birds and drive at the same time.
Watch out for the ones with the JDM as fuck stickers on the back.
Yeah, or private number plates are quite often ones to look out for, and private hire taxis.
Oh, taxis are the best.
Yeah, they're all the ones to watch when you're out.
White van man can be a bit of a problem sometimes as well.
Yeah, I to be fair, I haven't really had too much trouble with van drivers. Maybe the odd one or two, but the majority, in one of my earlier videos, they're all kind of like they seem to be bikers as well.
Mm.
And I've had a lot of them say, "Oh, a nice bike, mate," out the window and stuff. But
I think van drivers are more of a threat to car drivers now.
yeah, I tell you what, I hate about
They look over your shoulder and they're like, "Oh, I like that."
Yeah, but the other thing I find, I don't know if you guys would agree, is that the vans where the windows are solid, like they're either painted over or they're actually solid, and you can't see through to see ahead. I
Oh,
find
they scare me. I don't like being behind them.
yeah.
I just
Oh.
edge towards the centre of the look like, "Hi, I'm behind you." The other half has had one reverse into her before, and it's like, fuck that.
Yeah. I've seen a few videos like that actually where I think it was a post office van was one where they just reversed and it's like, "Hey, I'm here."
Yeah, you have to give it a quick rev, and
Yeah.
all the bikes I've got and the other half's got loud now, just for that. It's like, we're here! Ah! Stop it!
Exactly. Loud pipes, louder, safer.
Unless your name's Darren Jeff Ludlow or non-angry biker, and then I'll just sit behind it drawing penises on the back. Big tank.
Yeah.
He hated me for that.
That's why you need a short name. So like, I just write Mr. B and I'm gone.
Well, I just drew a penis on Skeggy Cruiser's tank because it was so dusty, and he was like, "What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing?" And I was just like, I just draw the pubes on after he tells me off. I'm just like, "I'll continue." He's like, "Oh, you wouldn't do this to yours?" It's like, "Yeah, I would. I'd write on it with a pen. I'd write everything. I don't care." He's like, "Oh." Especially when he humps his.
Okay, so WJ, hope you don't mind me calling you that, mate. It helps me. But he says, "Hello, gentlemen. I'm Polish. I'm always angry. One thing make me angry is when they cut you off and they blame you. Yeah, and show me that I'm stupid angry."
Oh no, the best sign language or whatever they do is what? It's what? It's like, you fucking know what? You fucking, oh. That's when it all goes red and it's like, oh, that's it, I've gone.
Yeah, I know. It's like when they're totally in the wrong. I totally what you mean, buddy. And they act like you're in the wrong, and that's you're right. That's when mirrors go.
They give it a cross face, don't they? They're like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Ah."
Yeah, I'm actually within the law, and you're not. So here's see that mirror there.
Yeah, but it quickly changes when you walk up to them and punch them in the face.
Yeah.
That's when you say, "Right, now we're even. I'm going home."
We don't advocate violence, obviously, but I find adjusting the mirrors for them helps. So yeah, I understand where you're coming from there, WJ. Absolutely. So let's quickly take some of Skeggy's there, been there for a while. Let's do this one first. Yes, Skeggy, he says he gets recognised all the time.
No, he doesn't, because he doesn't wear his scully face mask. Everyone keeps going,
he just happens to look in the, he just happens to look in the mirror a lot. And you go, "Oh, there's Skeggy."
when I keep watching his videos, he goes, "You're right, darling." I always end up saying, "Yes, I am." He kept calling me darling, so I was quite happy with it.
Okay, and also Skeggy says they don't like it, and this is back to cages being cages. They don't like it when you stop in front of them and get off walking towards their car with your heavy-duty bike chain.
You've got to get off first.
Oh yeah.
I actually saw a video of one bloke. I can't remember if he's in America or not. He looked Western, and the lights. He's on a scooter. The lights change to green. he doesn't move for a good 20 seconds or so. The car behind honks his horn, and all you see him do is put it on the side stand, and then he gets off and he starts walking to the car with an axe. And the car just starts backing off. So he turns around and gets back on his way.
Have you seen the Japanese one? I think there's a guy in a car, I think he does it, and he just got shades on. He just walks up to the car, swaggering off, stands in front of it, but I think he takes his glass off, looks at the car, and then walks back. And you feel intimidated watching it. You're like, that was just weird. I'm scared. I'll just lock all the doors. I'm like, no, don't want that. Go away. I don't know Kung Fu, go away. Ah.
Yeah, I saw that one with the axe as well, buddy, and it wasn't a small axe. This was a tree-felling axe. God knows where he was storing it on this scooter. Yeah. I was like surprised to see this massive axe, and it's like the car's like reverse gear.
I've seen pictures taken by people in America with someone on like a sports bike like mine before I modded it, and he's got an AR-15 on the back of his shoulder riding along, and you're like, don't cut that fucker up for fuck's sake. Like, Jesus Christ, it'll take you out. I don't even think that was legal, carrying a fucking firearm on a motorbike like that.
Probably not.
Funny as hell.
Another one from Skeggy. Dave, sell me your HD.
Skeggy! No!
Okay, let's quickly do this one from Brinks. Now I know how it's pronounced. Sup, guys? Sup, dude? What's your opinions on the Shui NXR Isomorph TC1? Well, I have no clue. Anyone?
No.
Sounds like a transformer.
I'm guessing it's a crash helmet.
Could be a pony.
It's definitely not a species of sheep, I know that.
I don't think any of us have ever experienced one, but I'm guessing it's a crash helmet.
What the hell are you doing?
He's going to find out what it is for us.
Oh, there was a question up there and it's disappeared again. Anyway,
yeah, it did as well.
Anyway, if you have got questions and they disappear, it's not me deleting them, guys. It's they might have timed out or something. Sorry, I try to get to them as soon as I can. Just re-ask him. I'm not being rude, honest.
I found the link to that axe once. If anybody hasn't seen it, I'll just put it in the chat.
Oh, is it a crash helmet?
No, it's the axe guy.
Oh, wow! I thought he was on about the Shui.
Oh, come on, get with it, Mr. B.
Hey, I'm slower. I haven't got to that bit yet.
Right. All right. So, do you know about the Shui then?
No, about the Shui.
Okay. Oh, I was right. It was a helmet. Cheers, Brings. But none of us have encountered that one yet, so I can't really answer your question, buddy. Sorry. So let's just take WJ's question. And for the question, is it possible to fit brake disc from Bandit 1200 Mark 1 to a Buster K6? Want to change calipers from 6 pistons to 4, and I use it from Bandit. Someone have an Ace Buster. Oh, I know, yeah. I think you can. The Bandit and the Hayabusa front brake discs are interchangeable, as far as I am aware. Chaz probably knows better than me, actually. He does a lot of mods. But he's muted himself at the moment.
Yeah, he's white socking at the minute.
Okay. Well, I'll throw that one out to Chaz when he comes back as well. So. Chaz,
what's that?
Is it right that Bandit brake discs will go onto a Hayabusa and vice versa?
They should do, but I'd expect they're a bit bigger diameter on a Hayabusa to deal with the weight and the power.
Yeah.
But the 12 and the 600 cc, basically exactly the same. It's all interchangeable. You can probably stick the booster forks on the Bandit.
Yeah, you can do that sort of stuff.
But if you're looking at the radial calipers like the newer boosters, then no, you'll have to get the forks.
Yeah, because obviously with the forks, the calipers mount differently. But you can get these adapter mounting kits now, can't you?
Yeah, I forwarded a few of the radial caliper adapters onto people, and they've stuck on their boosters. It's just, unless you get an anodized black, they look really out of place, like silver polished, and it starts looking like a blinged up fucking extended swing arm.
Yeah, that nonsense.
On your jobby.
Yeah.
And then Mr. B starts crying in his pants. Oh, what did you do to that? Oh, God. The ride angle is gone.
Yeah, they don't like it.
It's too high.
So yeah, thanks for that, WJ. I hope that answers your question.
On the forums, it's the best way to do it.
Yeah. Oh, and also, WJ says that he's got the NXR, Shui NXR, and he says he loves it. So there we go. So thanks for that feedback as well, buddy.
Oh yeah, Mr. Skeggy Cruiser did let something slip. Yeah, when I met him, he told me that I'm taller than you.
Not much.
Hey, he still said I'm taller.
I think everyone's taller than Mr. B, aren't they? even my daughter.
He was pissed when he said it, but I wasn't standing on a chair or anything. He was like, "You are a bit tall." I was like, "Yes, yes." Not rubbing it in or anything.
Excellent.
He's brilliant. I'm the shortest one in the panel.
Hey, I'll make up for it in other areas, mate. You know what I mean? Anyway.
No, we don't.
Compensating for something.
Right, just to let you know that Infamous Biker's gone because his battery died on his laptop, and he's pretty done in now. So he says bye and catch you again soon. So cheers, buddy. Bye. Thanks for helping out earlier as well. Right, that's the questions cleared down. So what was we talking about? Oh, don't all talk at once. Hey, Richard, are you disappeared or what?
No, I'm still here. I'm just listening.
He was.
You can unshare that picture now if you want.
Don't know what you mean.
You did the same with me earlier.
Well, you can unshare it, or as I can always hide it for you. I think we've got the message. Come on, we want to see your gorgeous face, mate.
Really?
We want to see them rape eyes. Show us the rape eyes.
I think I'm trying not to see his gorgeous face.
Actually, no, thinking about it.
That face just reminded me, before I came to Sainsbury's to get some drink before this hangout, and I was just walking down the drink aisle, and guess what? Some guy, some dad, has brung his little kid in, like 13, 12. You know, I wouldn't mind, you know. I'm not a pedo. But she's in gymnast, fucking swimsuit sort of thing, just wandering around Sainsbury's, and it's just like, fucking hell. Like, I'll go down a different aisle. I don't want to be a pedo. Sorry. Like, your kid's wearing all... No! I want to look at that.
Was that...
Like, really uneasy and awkward. It was just like, no. No.
Was that full-on budgie, was it?
Yeah. And it was black with pink line going for the middle. I was like, brilliant. I've got to look up on the top.
You must have been staring at it. It gets so much detail.
Well, no, it's just like, all I ever wanted to look it up there. It was just looking at fucking mayonnaise or something. I was just like, yeah. Why am I looking at mayonnaise?
That's what it's called nowadays, is it? That a euphemism?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought that.
I was looking down at mayonnaise.
That helps.
Oh, God.
It's one of the things you just don't want to see. You're like, really? I've come to get drinks, not being put on the fucking watch list. Like, dress your kid, at least give her a jacket when she's finished gymnasting or whatever the fuck she was doing.
Yeah.
I don't know where there's a place for that. Fucking.
So Big Kev says, when are we next going to do a ride out? Well, there was the Rudder Phoenix ride.
Monkey V?
Well, yeah, the Rise of the Phoenix. Because he did die, didn't he? But he's back again.
Mm-hmm.
The Fairy and Monkey ride. So I don't know. I'm sure we'll do one soon. We had a great time when we went to Lincoln. We'll have to sort something out.
Why don't you all do the BMF tail end?
The what?
The BMF tail end, the end of the year BMF.
Is that in September?
Yeah,
When in September is it?
I think it's in Peterborough now instead of Lincoln, but
Do you know what day?
no idea.
Well, that was a
People
lot
tell
of
me,
fun.
I'm like, yeah.
Peterborough, isn't that
Biscuit.
East Midlands?
Cambridgeshire.
Down this way a little bit.
Yeah. Near Cambridge, it's about 20 miles from Cambridge, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a massive bike show and loads of stuff down there.
It's a bit of a trek, but I've done it before. It's not.
Yeah, and there's always camping, or you can stand in Novotel for the whole weekend, because the whole show's over the whole weekend.
It's worth considering. Who's going to the Bulldog Bash? Anyone?
Ooh, tempted.
I think I'm on holiday that weekend.
Well, that's alright then, isn't it?
Yeah. There you go.
Charming.
I'm going to go, so is Mrs. B.
I think Chris Peach is going, isn't he?
Yeah.
And Del Boy's going, I think.
Yeah, and there'll be a lot of other people. There'll be a lot of people off the vlogging community, I reckon it'll be there.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm not with it.
So, me and Mrs. B are going anyway, so it should be good.
Oh, if Mrs. B's going, we're going then. I want to hug. I want to hug and not breathe.
Yeah, she'll probably break your spine.
I'm just, yeah, that'll do. She's taller than you, so that's the right height.
Yeah.
I'll be happy. I'll be smiling. She's like, Chaz, stop it.
Okay.
Andy knows what I'm on about.
Okay, so yeah, Kev, good question. We'll definitely there will be some more this year for sure. We just need to get them arranged. Hopefully, when Infamous Biker gets his web sorted out and we can see where everyone is, it might help organise the locations where we could go for a ride out.
Beck says she went and she was very hot. Oh no, it was very hot. Okay.
I can't help but pick up on that as well. So, I'm obviously thinking about going now because Beck was very hot when she last went. So we might have to go there, yeah, for sure. Now. That's about about 2.5 hours for me to get there on the bus. So. Oh, hello, Southern Fried Tom's appeared, and he says me. I'm not sure which one he's on about. I don't know.
Bulldog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll be there anyway, Tom. And if you want to join us, Tom, let us know. Send us a link, mate.
Will he be on a bike?
I'm hoping so. Then you've got I can't remember whereabouts he is in his tests now. But hopefully he's got passed by then. It's in August, isn't it? Pretty sure it's in August anyway. Oh, and the one in Peterborough is on the 12th, 13th. So yeah, might well go there, September. I'm guessing we're going to have a late summer again, stroke autumn, so it should be still good.
Well, Darren, Angry, and Pickle, and a few other vloggers made the mistake of coming to the tail end camping with us, and it hissed down.
Not did it?
But it was only night time. During the daytime, during the show, it was sunny as fuck.
Oh, typical.
So we had pizza in the rain. It was lovely.
So do you take bike tents?
No, what? White tents?
Hmm.
We don't ride Harleys. We don't ride Harleys.
He takes a Thomas the Tank Engine tent.
I do. Did you not see Andy's video? I was in a tent that was like poof instantly. Everyone else was like, "Oh, I built my tent." I'm like, "Mine's ready." I'm in it. Didn't have a roof. But I was pumping an electronic cigarette through the chimney. I was like, "I'm a train."
Oh, Skeggy says, what happened to Calm? Is he busy typing? Oh, Skyping.
Skyping.
No, I think he was just doing his usual Photoshop work. Probably editing a video, uploading a couple of bits and pieces. But let's ask the man himself.
I'm just doing a little bit of trying to get rid of some people.
Trying to get rid of people. Okay.
I had to
You're not getting rid of me yet, mate.
I had to rename a video, well, the top of it, at the end of it, and the description of it, because I'm getting so many idiots comment on it saying, "Oh, I wish there was other people doing a review on this. I really wanted it," and it's that fucking skull helmet.
Oh.
And it's like, I purposely tried to act like a retard because if you buy one, you're stupid. And they're all like, "Oh, but I want one. I want one. Oh, I want one." It's like, you're just proving your point. One guy got really irate, so I was just like, "You're just spouting nothingness," so I blocked him. It's just like, I can't be bothered. He was trying to say, "No, but it's a good helmet." No, it's not. So I've got to smash it in a video now. And by smashing it, I mean dropping it 1 foot on the ground.
It's a good helmet if you have a suicidal complex.
Yeah, I wouldn't even use it to walk around the house with. It'd probably hurt me if I fell over with it.
Why don't you do an RJ with it? You know, like set light to it and kick it around and.
I'm going to explode it. I'm going to put some explosives in it.
Oh, cool. That'd be good.
I'm just going to blow the... Well, I don't even have to do that. I'll probably just put one of them sparklers in it and it'll blow up.
Oh.
Get the chicken to blow it up.
Yeah, I'll have the chicken in the middle of it going, "Oh, fuck!"
You didn't bring any chickens with you on Saturday?
Oh, I did. Pickles
Did you?
got one attached to a bike. I tried to give it to Skeggy, but he pissed off quick. We were going to piss Mr. B off. Skeggy was going to go, "Look, I've got a chicken."
So,
That's just Skeggy Cruiser.
indeed. So Skeggy's not got a chicken then.
No, Pickles got one attached to her work bike. So when she does hit another pedestrian, which she said she did, it'll go. Oh, he's back.
Oh, Keith's had a bit of beer now, I think. He's off.
My head was getting cold, so I put a hat on.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
He kept disappearing at the monkey meet. He was there for 10 seconds, he was gone again.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Me? Well, the little girl was moaning that I kept disappearing and leaving her with
You kept
complete strangers.
disappearing and leaving us.
Right, Brink says that his theory's booked for the 5th of June, so hopefully we'll pass Memorial 1 and 2 before December. Cool.
Good luck, mate.
Good luck.
I passed mine Christmas time. That was
And
brilliant.
Southern Pride, Tom, good luck. And
also,
Beck, baby, hey, don't bother holding your breath.
Then you can become a motor vlogger.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking back to when he did something and that's brilliant.
So yeah, good luck, Tom and Brinks. I'm sure you'll pass this time. Bex is back with a comment saying, "Does that mean Chaz is going to do a video soon?"
Oh dear. Oh, I've realised the last video was before, well, the last vlog was before Southend Shakedown last year.
That's right.
It's just like, oh, fuck. And I've got all the footage. I've got me talking shit and all that and all normal thing. Just haven't edited it or posted it. I've got 2 terabytes of footage.
Wow.
I've got the monkey meat stuff, which is brilliant because I've got Tiff's angle of it and my angle of it. So you get to see me poking her eyes, and you get to see someone else poking her eyes. Bang!
Pardon? I can't wait to see that video.
I knew something was up last week because your angle, Chaz, on your camera was not showing Alice's head on the background, and I knew there was something up then. So I was really pleased to see that your bike was fixed and you got it down there.
Yeah, I did try, and I found out that you could change the bandwidth, and it makes it smaller. Ha-ha! After I moved the camera. Damn it! So I was like, "This is a curtain. This is a curtain. Yeah." Giggy was like that. He was like, "I thought that was your bike, but fucking yeah, yeah."
Well, I tell you what, Chaz, I'll have to say to you, mate, when I see your bike at Allwells, I was well impressed. That looked the bollocks.
That wasn't my bike.
Well, whoever's bike it was, that was fucking good. Is that not your bike?
Yeah, it's my bike.
Yeah, that was right, Chef. Yeah, that's a compliment, mate.
A lot of
you can
people
take them.
Yeah, people that I know are saying there's something different about it. I can't put my finger on it. It's like really.
That was the first time I'd ever seen it. So I was Aaron pointed it out to me, and I was like, "Wow, that looks the bollocks, really good."
Were you still looking at my
But I
bike?
tell you what, I couldn't have. Pardon?
Were you still looking at my bike?
Yeah. I tell you what, them bloody bars are low. I tell you,
Oh yeah.
they are so damn low.
I haven't ridden it for a while. Yeah. I've been in a phaser, haven't I? Upright nearly.
Oh man.
And the ride to Nottingham really set it in. It also bedded my boots lovely, so they're not aching anymore. But my wrist was like, first night we got to the B&B, yeah, they're gone. And now I'm just back to normal. It's natural.
I was watching somebody else's video, the first one that came up of the monkey meat, and it showed a back image, rear camera, and right in the distance, so you see all these headlights coming, and then you see just two flashing away like this, and I went, I know that, and then I just scoured the rest of the video to see if I could see it, and there's about 3 shots of you in it. I went, yes, he's got that bike up and running. Gutted I couldn't go, but never mind.
So you could see Tip's bike.
Mm-hmm.
She was wearing bright pink, you couldn't miss her. But her headlights do the same. That's the only reason I can see her in the rear view. It's like constantly on. Oh, there's Tip, flashy. It's a good way of identifying yourself in a video.
Yeah. Wear pink.
Oh yeah. She was wearing icon gear like me, so everyone's like, oh, you're matching, how cute. It's like, really? I will slap you. See, Kev knows.
Kev.
The questions.
Oh, right, yeah. Charles does fit every week in Hangouts, yeah.
Yeah, see?
So he does. Always from his bathroom as well.
I know. It's brilliant. I get to do like 3 things at once. Number 1, number 2, have a towel.
One of these days you'll come out behind that curtain with a towel wrapped around you, won't you?
I know, it's when I get up and you realise there's a bit of tissue stuck down my pants.
And wearing a shower cap just over his head like that.
Oh yeah.
I've got a little story for you, Richard. You know your little thing you done for me, my little me standing behind a sheep with Suffolk Andy.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now, my oldest daughter had a tattoo done last week, and
that'd be awesome.
yeah, no. The tattooer said to her, "Oh, you can tattoo my leg. Just think of something to put on there and send it to me, and I'll let you tattoo me." So she sent him that one, and he took one look at it and said no. So, yeah, he wouldn't have it done.
Richard would want copyright.
Yeah.
That'll be £10, please. And a picture of your daughter. This is the oldest one I'm taking it.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd let you tattoo the youngest.
No, it's young, but she's talking about them already, and she's only bloody 15.
Have you you're locally? Do you go to Drawing Blood by Blockbusters roundabout?
No. I used to use. I've used Top Gun. I've used that guy down at Felixstowe. He's bloody good as well.
He's good, yeah.
He done one on the inside of my arm, which is really chucked with, you know.
They do like portraits and stuff down there.
Yeah. This is sort of a angel sort of thing, but yeah, I'll just go to anybody really. You know, if I think they're good, I have a look first.
My mate works at Drawing Blood, and he's a biker, and he's got like Street Fighter sort of thing.
Yeah.
He's usually pretty good. You go in there and they draw you up designs and everything like that. And if you say you know me, he'll only charge you double, so it's all right.
Oh, it's okay then. I'll go there tomorrow.
No, they're pretty good. You can also laugh at his bike 'cause he's got a bandit.
Oh.
He came round, it was leaking oil, and his air fills fell off. And I was like, do I need to say it? Do I need to get a T-shirt that says it? And then he put them back on, and then he kicked the back wheel, and they fell off again.
So, all you guys, you all tattooed, or some of you not got tattoos, or?
I haven't got a single tattoo anywhere.
No?
No, nothing here.
Yeah, I've got tattoos, and so has Mrs. B.
Mrs. P just had one put on her arm this week as well.
I know what.
What was
Put
it?
a tattoo on her arm. Huh?
Oh, her arm. Right.
Yeah, on her arm.
Is it
She's also got one on her boob as well.
I got one on my wrist. Ugh.
That's it.
Oh.
That should say, Skeggy, I love you.
Do that again, Chaz, so that Skeggy can see. I didn't have you selected.
Yeah, I was going to put Brad in it. Wait a minute. I'll just add to it because I've got a tattoo gun here.
Alright, okay. Yeah, I can hear it now.
I got that for £1.
Yeah. That one. I got fucking.
Oh.
Oh.
Skeggy forever.
Forever.
That's a nice tattoo, Chaz.
I know.
And I thought you loved me as well.
No. You're more excited about the bike than me.
That's completely changed what I thought cruising meant.
Yeah. I joked about kill switching him on the ride, and he just did it himself. I was like, oh, that saves me trouble. I think he also blocked out when Dangle von Bullbag kill switched me because there was a jump cut when he was next to me. I was like, I swear he kill switched me then. So I was just like, oh, I'll have to look back.
Yeah, so I take it you got tattoos, have you, Andy?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's all covered.
Cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got tattoos as well. Right. Mr. Hughesy says, where can I go to find these events that are going on? Kind of Google it at the moment, but hopefully Infamous Biker will get that website up in the next month or so. I don't want to put any pressure on him.
There's not really one place that does it, is there?
No,
You're doing groups and stuff, and still then you won't find out about most of them.
yeah. But I think there's going to be this calendar thing as part of this website where you'll be able to put on this stuff, including like times for hangouts that might go on, as well as events, meetings, bike shows, and if everyone contributes to the calendar, it should be a pretty good resource to go and see what's going on, I reckon.
I think there's a group on Facebook or a website called Bike Show Runs and stuff like that. But it's bike shows, you know. We're on about meets and rides out and stuff.
But I think that would be good if everyone knows that something's going on and adds to the calendar, like a big communal calendar. We'll be able to see a lot of stuff and maybe get to meet up more often then as well.
I know Skeggy's got this bike night thing down here, but it apparently happens once a year, which I didn't get. But we've got one Wednesdays down here at Bentley that everyone goes down there, and it was raining this Wednesday. And guess how many people went?
10.
You.
I went, yeah, and about 5 others, and it was like, really? And everyone's posting up, oh, I can't make it tonight. It's like, really? Pussy.
Gotta polish my bike.
Yeah, and then when I went to leave, someone went, oh, it's a nice bike, but he's mad bringing it out in this weather. And there's me riding off going, what a dick.
They don't realise that you ride that bike in all weathers, snow, hail, rain, everything.
It's like when I almost elbowed Skeggy in the mouth when he said, well, you know what it's like when someone draws on your bike. You got a show bike. I was just like, don't go there. I will elbow you, Skeggy. Somebody grabbed me and fucking tried to throw me on the ground.
But I mean, it's simple, isn't it? If you take your bike out in the wet, as long as you wash it when you get back, it's no harm done.
A few learners pulled up, and I said to them, I'm pretty proud of you, actually, you know, coming out in this condition. You're training yourself, you know, you're getting used to the adverse conditions, so you won't get stuck out in it, and you can handle yourself better. Because you see some summer get caught out.
Mr. B, what was it? As long as you what did you say? When you go back when you've been out in the rain, as long as you
wash your bike when you get back.
What's washing?
I thought that
When
was
the
the point
rain
of,
washes it.
No, don't think I've heard that word before.
isn't that the point of taking it in the rain?
I just
Depending on the bike, obviously. If it's a rat, then don't bother washing it, but just make sure you. But yeah, I mean, I find just washing the bike does fine, and then it dries out, and it's what's the problem?
The real problem is grit. That's the thing that fucks it up.
Yeah.
If you rinse it off first, you know, lint-free cloths and all that, and
Free cloths.
or whatever you get to, you know, the stuff.
A
Mine's got-
hose pipe. That's it.
yeah, wash it off. Yeah,
Or
basically.
a bucket of water full of washing up liquid, and that's it. Whoosh, chuck it over it. Done.
Yeah. But yeah, the people that I mean, they must get caught out because in England it's terrible. 1 minute it's sun, next minute it's blooming. You get these showers.
That's
Well,
why I tell people to go out and everything.
Yeah.
There
Those
was
are
loads
the
of gravel on the road.
Those are the type of people who do 100 miles an hour and then 4 miles an hour.
hmm
And then 100 miles an hour and then 4.
Oh no, it's slippery wet.
It's when they go up to corners and they overtake you and then slow right down to go around the corner. You're like, oh, I'm gonna kick you.
Yeah.
Annoying.
You'd be surprised how much you get. You get a lot of grip in the wet. I don't know. People, they just need to ride in it. But there we go.
I mean, my tyres are a bit lacking in pressure. Waveney just disappeared there, dude.
Well,
Oh,
your
you-
tyres don't have pressure.
Huh?
Did you say your tyres lack pressure?
Yeah, it's been sitting for like 6 or 7 months, hasn't it? So, and before I went to Nottingham, I just weren't ready, and I was just like, shit, rush, and I got a bit of, rubber roll on it. But to be honest, the suspension's a bit hard anyway. And plus we were doing a lot of miles, so I got the pressure up with the heat,
Yeah.
and it was fucking hot. So every time I checked it was like, oh, that's right actually. But when it cooled down at the night time, it's like, fuck.
Yeah. Talking of tyres, I'm just about to go and get my tyres now, which means I can do a burnout video very shortly. But has anyone? I've looked, and those Avon 3D, whatever they're called, look pretty good. Anyone got any experience with them? Let me try and. They're quite a new tyre, but they seem to be pretty good. I've not used Avon for a long time, but these look
I
quite
know the
good.
Maxxis diamond. Yeah, I know the Maxxis ones with the diamond tread on the side are pretty good.
Yeah.
The only thing I can say about Avon tyres, and I can't remember it now what ones they were, but I did have a set on the ZZR once, Avon, and I went up to a touring holiday, and one of my mates said to me, "Cool, they're good tyres you got on there." I said, "Yeah, they're nearly new." And when I came back, I hadn't hardly got a thread left on them. They were that bad. But I put these Pirelli Angels on, and they last and last and last and last. They are a fantastic tyre.
They're
That's all I can
brilliant.
say.
Which
They're
ones then?
brilliant. Pirelli Angels.
Right.
ST. You got the STs, the sports tourers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic tyres.
I mean, you're probably like me, Andy.
Yeah.
You look at the tyre before you buy it, and you look for the tread pattern to see
Yeah.
if it's going to burst the most water.
Yeah,
And the Angels have just got it, really.
yeah. And
I
they,
mean,
and
I
they
know-
just last.
Yeah. I mean, I do burnouts constantly, and I've got 3 mil plus left on there. And I need some on the rear anyway, but they've got ages left in them.
I think they done some sort of test on them where they run them and run them and run them to destruction, and they lasted several thousands of miles more than other tyres.
hmm
So they're really good. Yeah.
I mean, I used to use Dunlops, but they just wear flat so quick, and they just wear down so quick. But the Angels have lasted forever.
Yeah. So Mr. B, you want to have a look at them as well?
hmm I mean, the Bridgestones, everyone knows Bridgestones are good. It's just the price that comes with Bridgestone.
Yeah.
Pay for them.
Yeah.
And I found out they go flat quick as well.
Mine don't.
That's because you keep going around the twisties and turnies. And burning them out on the sidewall.
No, don't do anything stupid like that. I'm a good rider, I am.
A good driver rider.
Yeah, I'm a good driver and rider.
You also got to look for the tyre ratings, because I know some tyres. I mean, them Avons that you had, Andy, might have been like the wrong sort for the bike. Like if you've got the cash to choose them, they might not have been rated for your bike.
I never. What happened was I bought the bike, and the guy I bought it off had them put on, so they were like brand new, and they looked spanking. And trust me, went up from from Ipswich up the Lake District, toured round there for a week, come back. So there's a little bit of motorway driving and whatever, mate. They were absolutely knackered, and I had to have them taken off. And that's when I first went to picked out these Angel Wallies when they first come out.
Yeah.
And I've had a couple of sets since, and I just won't change now.
Yeah, they're
Just
so grippy.
They grippy, are they? Yeah,
but
brilliant.
I think the speed rating for your bike and mine is ZR17 or something like that, which is like 140 plus or 140 something.
Yeah.
But if you go at high speeds, I mean, I noticed when going back from Nottingham, you go over XXX, I can't say in a hangout, but you go over that and you instantly realise they're getting warm, they're starting to roll, they're starting to heat up, and they're starting to really wear down, because the quicker you go, the quicker they're going to wear down.
But I'll tell you what.
Sorry, Matt. I was going to say, I assume there's a minimum rating for each bike. For each model of bike that you wouldn't want to have something that's a lot worse.
I mean, I think ZR17 is one of the top, like speed ratings and stuff like that. And Mr. B's just got lighter.
Yeah, sorry guys, my Google's playing up.
Your fast internet connection not working.
No, it's working fine. It's Google plus Hangouts that's being a pain. Those tyres, by the way, they're called Storm 3D XM.
Jesus Christ, it sounds like that helmet.
Yeah, I know. It's their latest tyre, and they are rated for the high buster. In fact, they're designed for high-performance bikes. They're like a good compromise for wet and dry.
Yeah. I mean, Bridgestones, they get me as well. They've only got numbers and little letters as what is it, the make and the brand and whatever it is, tyre it is. It's like SD14 or BT something like that, which is Battle Axe. And it's
Battle Axe a lot. The BT 50s, I think they were, or 52.
You see them a lot on Bandits and ER5s and stuff like that, and they've always got flat spots on them. Mainly because of the bike, and it doesn't, it goes commuting a long mileage, but I don't know.
Yeah, I need dual compound on my bus, otherwise you'll get through tyres in no time.
The
best thing I can say is a lot of boosters, I think, actually now come with like Pirellis on them, standard.
Because they've always used the Battle Axe as standard, haven't they?
Yeah, but I think a lot of them are changing over at the dealerships because, one, they can sell on the tyres cheaper, and they want better tyres on the bikes. So when someone buys it, they say, "Oh, I want that tyre." They just change them over beforehand. But
all I can say about the Angels is when I went to France last year, I came off at the ferry and went down to St. Lo in Normandy. It's about a 5-6 hour ride, at decent speeds, all motorway. And I spent a whole week going all round there and all the way back up to Ipswich. And I'll tell you what, them tyres, you wouldn't have thought that I'd hardly use them. They never flatted out or anything, never squared off. They were just fantastic. And in fact, it wasn't till the other day that I got a puncture, I changed it. And I've had it on that tyre on nearly 2 years. And that was still looking like a 2,000 miles on it.
I'm the sort of person that does loads of burnouts. As people ride with me know, I'll just do a burnout if I get bored. Just sit there safely, not with anyone in front of me or anything like that. But that is the only way you can get a flat spot on these tyres because they wear so equally. The sides are softer than the middle, and you can do a burnout for at least, you could probably do a 10-minute burnout on a brand new set, and they just sit there and go, yeah, I've got a slight flat spot now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Talking about new tyres, it's something I only found out very recently. On a new tyre, look for the little yellow circle. If they fit the tyre properly, that yellow circle is right over your valve, or right in line with your valve, and then the tyre virtually does not need balancing because it's pre-balanced.
or depending on what wheels sometimes.
Yes, yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
because Chaz, the Angels, when you first put them on your bike, when you look at the pattern in the middle, there's there's an angel. You can actually see the angel, and when that's ready to, when that's run in, it turns from an angel to a devil.
Yep.
And you see a devil's face, don't you, on the actual tyre?
Yeah, but you still got all the water dispersion as well, because that little fork in the tail on the edges really does add to it.
Yeah.
And their little pictures that you see in the catalogue of their things, they've always got them coloured in white and red. It's just like, oh, that's tyre pen. I don't like tyre pen on my tread. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, let's not go there on tyre tread pen.
No.
Darren, non-angry biker, I was talking about it to him, and he says, well, I've done that to the outside of my tread. And it's like, and I saw it get out of the back of the van, and I was like, you're a bellend. He's like, oh, it's cool, isn't it? Like, fuck off.
No. I used to write on the writing on the sidewalls when I was younger.
Oh, everyone does that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them you don't have to do. I know the Pirelli Rossers, or I think they're Rossers, have the little coloured in already.
Right.
Which spoils the fun.
Yeah.
I've coloured it in when until it gets dark, colouring it again.
I'll tell you what, Big Kev has got a good question on here. He said, would you mix the brands of tyres from front and back tyre, or would you try and keep the same brand for both wheels?
Depends on the bike, really. Yeah.
So he's saying, would you mix tyres on a bike, or would you keep them both the same?
Personally, I would use exactly the same tyres, and I buy them in sets. So if I need to change the tyres, I always change both, and I fit exactly the same tyres in a set back. I wouldn't mix.
No, I don't.
I don't either, but it depends on what bike you're using it on and what you're using it for. Because I know some cross-country people use a grippier tyre at the front, and sometimes a little bit smoother one at the rear, and they change it up a bit there because they want the grip on the front to change and turn in and get a bit more grip. But usually you keep the same brands, don't you?
Yeah.
Unless you're stuck for cash and you've got a spare one sitting in the garage.
Indeed. And Devon Mellon mentioned something about tyres as well. This isn't the tyre that you did on the gravel that only lasted 1,500 miles. But he says both. And that's the. He says he didn't get much length or duration out of the Maxxis Diamonds. I've never used them myself.
I know they're pretty good on grip and stuff like that.
And he's only got 1,500 miles.
Well, usually the grippier it is, the quicker it will wear out.
Yeah.
The softer the rubber.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got some track tyres in the garage, and they've already started to blue, and it's just like, if I really get stuck, I'd have to use them, but I'd only use them if the temperature was high, because they'd be pointless otherwise. And because I do short distance, they wouldn't get the heat.
Heat into them.
Yeah, they wouldn't get the heat into them. They wouldn't get that heat cycle so quick. So I'll probably get a week out of them riding to work and back. But
just take them to bed with you, and that way they'll keep nice and warm.
I hate tyre warmers.
Yeah.
It's like a heated blanket. It's like, really, fuck's sake, get on here and burn them out, and poof, you're warm again.
I've seen one clip of a bloke going on a track day, and he comes along the pit lane. And he's just about to enter the track, and he opens up the throttle, and the back slides out all over the place because he's still got the tyre warmer on it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing, that these tyres now, they do the tread in a particular way that helps to get the tyre warmer quicker as well.
Yep.
So that's always handy to consider.
Yeah, I mean, the Angels are meant to wear, and as Andy said, they've got that indicator of the Angel and the Demon. And they're meant to wear, so they tell you when they're fully worn in, ready to, take the corners as hard as you can, and everything like that. So there's no guessing or getting the little gauges out or the little cards with the markers on, going, oh, yep. Because you get the bobbles on the tyre, the little strings of shit that they mould it with. These, they wear down, and that's when they're ready to go constantly, take them out.
Yeah, push it hard around corners and stuff.
Because Because, you know, you
I'll
wear
tell you,
it for 100 miles, don't
they've
you?
got some bloody grip as well, I tell you. You can
Yeah.
push them round anything.
Are they
I
dual
mean, even on
compound?
gravel. Huh?
Are they dual compound?
Yeah. They got soft on the outside, harder in the middle. But they don't go too soft in the middle or too hard, so they don't wear out real quick at all.
Yeah, that's the sort of tire I want. I'll have to have a look at those as well then.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
would if I was you.
if you've got a place that you can go in and just, like, stroke the tyres,
Yeah.
as I say, just go in there and feel all the different tyres, because sometimes that helps. You know, sticking your thumbnail in it and going, oh yeah, it's alright. But
Yeah.
some of them you feel them, they're fucking rock solid. And they go, oh, they get softer with heat. It's like, what if I'm just popping down the fucking shops? I'm not going to be fucking swirling the back end out and warming them up and going out on track day and then going to the shops, am I? But,
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Calm Bikers just said that he lost his internet connection. And he might pop back. He's just got to sort something out. So hopefully he does pop back, that'd be cool. It's just, so thanks for that, Devon. Yeah, I've not tried those before. Obviously, it might be worth having a look at these Angel ones as well. These Avon ones look quite good, but like I say, I'm going to shop around before I make a choice anyway. But
have a look at the Rossers. I think the Rossers are a bit sportier and stuff like that. And you got different brands and different makes of them. But
Yeah.
I stick to Pirellis now just because they're a bit sportier. They're, you know, and the STs stand for Sports Tourer.
Mm-hmm.
So they're able to do the speed, and you know, if you open up the throttle, they'll keep the grip. But they're going for long distance, and they're brilliant. I like them.
The only thing I'll say, this week alone, I had a little bit of fun, as we do on our bikes. I'm not going to say what speed, but that was in 3 figures, and high 3 figures. And I'll tell you what, them tyres, you just feel so safe on them, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I was gunning it, and I couldn't put it on YouTube or anything like that, or they got shot. But you just felt safe on them, if you know what I mean. I think you could push them up to 170, 180, and you still feel bloody safe on them, you know.
I've lowered them up to that, and they still grip like fucking shit to a blanket, as Kevin saying. But what is it? You know the feeling when you go on the motorway and you're going quite high speed and you're changing lanes and you're doing it so quick, changing lanes. You just woof, you're there, woof, you're out. These tyres you don't have to worry about anything like, oh, they're going to slip on a cat's eye. You go over the cat's eye and it will grip. It won't slip after it hits the ground. It's just grip, grip, grip. It's brilliant.
They're pretty good in the wet as well, aren't they?
Oh yeah, on the way to Bentley yesterday, it was pissing it down. No one else was on the road. I was looking behind me, nothing. Nothing was for miles, and I just got there, and it's just that was quite fun. Didn't, drop below the speed limits or anything like that. I was going the normal limit.
Yeah.
And didn't have any problems. The only thing I had a problem with was the mud on corners and gravel, because I don't ride on gravel. I ride on the road, because that's safe.
it's always reassuring as well when you look in the mirror and see what.
Go ahead.
No, he's getting that.
All right. But yeah, I know what you're on about. Yeah. But yeah, it's also reassuring when you look in the mirror and you can see that you're actually cutting a path in the water, and you've got that. Well, I'm not going to say dry patch, but you know what I mean. You've dispersed the water in the mirror, and you think, yeah, they're doing their job.
The only problem I'll say is if you come to a really deep puddle, don't go too fast over it because it will aquaplane you.
Yeah, and the front will act like you put on the front brake, and you'll be.
Yeah, they do disperse it, but they don't disperse it that quick.
No.
I have to wait. I have to sit behind cars if there's a flood because I'm just like, you'll clear the big puddles for me, and then I can go behind you.
Yeah, and also it's good to let the car go first so you can judge how deep it is.
Yeah. I've gone up to my knees before in it, and it's just like, well, I've got wet feet now, so I might as well just stay out and play in the rain and just fucking riding around everywhere. I love it. When it rains, I'm most energetic. I'm like, yeah, let's go for it right now. It's like when it snows. It's mental.
Oh god, yeah, the fun I used to have in the snow and ice with my brother. Our roads turn up to ice.
Yeah.
Do ice speedway around the little roads. It's great fun.
I used to like going down the supermarket and just going around their little roundabouts. It's like, yeah, look at this. I want a fucking sports bike and I'm going around the roundabout chock with ice. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. Just drifting around everything.
And you put your leg down, then you just give it a quick blip on the throttle and you're like, yeah. Because no tyre's going to grip on that unless you got spikes sticking out.
That's it. Okay, so change this topic then. Mr. Hughesy says, what's your opinion on 125s on dual carriageways?
There's lots of
Dual
mysteries in
carriageway
here.
at the time, I need to go to work on my Honda. It's capable, but struggles.
Well, dual carriageways on a 125, it's okay. I would imagine it's far better than a 50cc. I wouldn't even bother with a 50cc. Even 100. My 100 used to do 65. So with me on it, and I was 16.5 stone then. So it may take a while to get up to speed, but once you're at speed, the cars will only overtake you as normal. So I don't see any problem with it.
Bex is sitting there right now going, but I'm 50.
Oh.
This is a 50, isn't it? I didn't just insult her, did I?
I'm sure.
I'm guessing I'll learn if I have.
Yeah, find out. But yeah, I mean, as long as you can keep up with the speed limit, where I have issues is like the restricted 50cc ones that can't even do 30 miles an hour. I mean, that's just bloody dangerous. That
scares me.
Yeah.
My experience from 125s on dual carriageways, whether it's friends or me when I was learning, is you get on the dual carriageway, you open the throttle up and you lock it in the full open position, and that's it. And if people can't, you know, if the people are behind you, like trucks or something, and they're going a bit faster than you, they'll just overtake you. They ain't going to give you trouble about it, and you don't have to worry about them or be stressed and, you know, worried like, oh no, I'm going to get run over. They're not going to run you over. You're a road user.
Just don't ride in the gutter. Ride properly. Ride as you'd normally ride in a normal road.
Don't feel threatened, because you're a road user, they're a road user. If they need to get past you, they're going to do it, but they'll do it safely, hopefully. And just stay in the middle of the lane. Don't be threatened or, you know, provoked or anything like that. If you feel like it's getting a bit too much or your first time on the dual carriageway, just pull over and have a little rest. But defend your lane, whatever you do, because you don't want someone cutting in too close in front of you, because that's scary. I know trucks do it a lot, but
I think as well with 125s, if there's any problems like that, I think sometimes it can be wind as well, and when lorries do thunder past you, they can push you aside as well. So you've got to be aware of that as well. But I've got no problem with them on a dual carriageway, because most of them will do, what, 65, 70? Lorries are doing 56. You'll find yourself overtaking the lorries if you're flat out, you know. But just watch that air, you know, blowing out the side, because you're a little bit lighter than the bigger bike, and that can push you about a bit.
It's all the turbulence.
It can be a bit frightening.
I've told people on 125s, like certain ones, because they're bikes, not scooters, is to tuck right in and make yourself as thin as possible, because then it will just cut you straight through that air a little bit easier. Because if you're a bigger surface area, you're a sow, and basically all that turbulence coming off the side and top of that truck is gonna throw you about like a kite.
And sometimes you've got to watch it if you go over, like, you know, like the Orwell Bridge or big bridges, and there's a bit of wind coming in from the side. Be aware of that, because it can push you all over the place. Bad enough on a fairing bike, you know, a big bike. You can get pushed about. Trust me. You know, my ZR is like a bloody sailing ship in the wind. You know.
A lot of people make the mistake, don't they? They seize up and they go solid to the front on the steering. You don't do that. Just loosen yourself up. You know, loosen your grip a little bit, but still hold on, and you'll take all the wind and the knocks, and it'll just make you go straight instead of all over the place. Because if you're straight, the wind's just going to control you.
And dual carriageways quite often aren't protected, and that's why you get that extra wind. And crosswinds are the worst.
It's brilliant when you go down a dip though that's got trees either side, and it's just stilling. Like, it's a calm before the storm. Oh! And it's like you come out of it, you're like, whoa! And it's really cold down in that dip as well. It's like, Jesus Christ.
That was a good question. Cheers, buddy. Beck says, quickly come back on just quickly, Seven Fried Tom apparently has got some tattoos. I've not ignored you, mate. And also Skeggy says he's not got any.
Why does that surprise you, Mr. B?
What, that Skeggy hasn't got tattoos?
Yeah.
I don't know, just
Sharon!
Sharon!
Sharon! He hates me. His missus had a go at me for the gold digger comment.
Wonder why.
Then she agreed with me. I was like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You in the kitchen, didn't you, Mrs. Skeggy? And he's going to have a go at me for reminding her again.
Excellent. That's what we like to do. Bex wants to know what we were talking about. I think she might have heard, but basically we wondered what bike it is you have, Bex. Is it a 50cc?
Or a 125.
So, yeah, let us know.
Whenever I see a scooter, I just instantly think 50.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of them are 125s, especially the imports.
Mm.
Yeah. And also, Brinks says, I remember taking a 50cc down a dual carriageway. I found it fairly funny.
We got a hill round by us called Mucklows Hill, and I used to ride my bike. It was only a 100 at the time. No, I passed my test. That's right. That's 250. I was on Honda Super Dream, and I was going up this hill, and you got my mate who is on a 50cc motorbike, not a scooter, proper motorbike, Kawasaki, and he has got it pinned up full throttle in first gear, and he's on the side of it walking up because it wouldn't go up the hill.
I'm surprised Mr. B didn't just jump on you when you said, oh no, he's got a proper bike, a Kawasaki.
What, me?
No.
Yeah.
Most people, when you think of 50cc, you think scooter.
Mm-hmm.
No, his was a proper bike shape with a 50cc. It wasn't a scooter shape.
Was it? Did you say it was 100cc?
No, it's 50.
Oh, it was the AR50.
I think so.
Oh, I remember they are.
They are funny. Man, it's going.
Weren't they liquid? Didn't have? Were they LC?
Well, his wasn't. His was air-cooled.
Alright.
The later ones were.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I'm going back to just after I passed my test, and that was back in, 88, something like that, 87?
Back in the day.
Air-cooled.
Way back here. Way back when I was a lad, he used to get up half an hour before he went to sleep, and he used to lick road clean with tongue.
And laid on the gravel.
He used to pay me alone for permission to come to work. He'd work 27 hours a day. You try and tell the young'uns today, and they won't believe you.
Did you just deliver the bread as well at that big hill?
Yeah. The Hovish bread.
Yeah. Oh, Skeggy says he has got tattoos. I can't believe I fell for that. Oh, muppet.
That's Keggy calling him, going, you twat.
So yes, I thought I was.
Yeah, I'll keep it quiet.
Oh dear,
Because
sometimes.
Keggy's got a back full of money. He's got a chicken on his back. Did he tell you?
A chicken.
It spreads across his shoulders. It's a big chicken.
So when he opens his arms up like that, he opens his wings.
And I go,
Right, Bex has come back to us, and
I
she
thought
says,
Bex rode a scooter.
well, apparently not. She doesn't have any bike at the moment. Maybe she has got a scooter then. No, I'm kidding. She's doing direct.
Maybe she didn't get back at the bike.
Oh, I'd be interested to know what bike you're going to get then, Bex. Would it be the MT-07 by
Don't
chance?
get a CBR.
No, get an MT-07.
No, don't get a CBR though. And if you get the MT-07, get a screen for the front.
Yeah, because you don't want the ignition getting wet.
And you don't want someone pulling out your clocks and you turn it on going, oh, it's broken already!
Yeah, I have to agree. I don't think the ignition spot is... And the 09's the same. I don't know why they've done that.
Because they designed it and they went, that looks nice. Oh, we've got to put the ignition somewhere. Just stick it there. Okay.
Yeah. Do you know they're bringing out an MT-125 now?
Mm-hmm. Everyone's raving about it. It's like, it's just a naked bloody YBR or whatever.
Well, it is, yeah, pretty much. But notice the ignition isn't in the same place as the other MTs.
Yeah, they thought about this one.
Yeah. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing that one come out. I must admit, I mean, overall the bike's damn pretty good for what you get in terms of how much they cost.
This year's YZF has come out with upside down forks as well. That amazed me when I went to see it. I was just like, are they upside down? What the hell? And they're quite decent ones as well.
Does it actually make the bike more stable, or is it just a gimmick?
What, upside down forks?
Yeah.
No,
They help a lot because the fork fluid is constantly where it rubs, so fork seals don't need replacing so often.
Yeah.
But they do last a bit longer, and they're more stable because there's a little bit of the fork leg down below showing, and there's a bigger part holding it, other than the other way around.
Yeah, because it's kind of, you think that the where all the force happens is up at the I can't think of the name now, the yoke. Yeah. So you'd expect something more stronger to be at that point, whereas the standard telescopic, as Chaz says, it's right the other way. You've got a little thin, well, not little thin, but you know what I'm saying.
Less showing.
And it just
There's
makes
the same amount of fork tube, to be honest, because some of the earlier Ninjas used the same fork tubes, or stanchions, the bottom parts, these shiny chrome bits, as the newer ones with the upside down, so they actually fit in. It's just, they're more protected.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I mean, the only, if you like, downside to upside down, well, actually, no, there isn't, because thinking about it,
it's a softer material on the bigger part, but you got to think that's less rust, you know, to worry about.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about, you know, the pitting of the actual
it depends what fender you got on it that covers that up. I know on some bikes it completely covers up the sides as well as the backs, so you can't see it.
Yeah, the front fender on mine, and I think even that most bikes, you're right, with the upside down forks, the front mudguard fender, whatever you want to call it, has got those little shields as well, hasn't it, built into it to cover up the fork.
You can get the fork boots, and they fit directly on it, but all you do is put a cloth push it around the back of the fender, and it will get it, and then just pull it and rub it like that, like you do with a bowling ball or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Simple. Or take your fender off. And to be honest, the upside down forks pit a lot less than the, you know, the full other side round.
No.
Well, is the bit that you don't want pitted is the, I don't know what you call it, the inner sleeve or whatever.
Stanchion.
The what?
Stanchion.
Yeah. On the upside down ones, it's not where the wheel's flicking up crap. Whereas if it's telescopic, then they're right in the path of all the crud off the front wheel. So
and the mudguard's got as well.
Yeah. So it's all good, but obviously they're more expensive.
And they're pretty.
Yeah, and they're pretty. So
and you can anodize like I have. So bye gold, hello black, and red.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite worth it having it on my own bike.
You can do it.
Yeah, no, I can do it, but I can also spend the money on other things.
Yeah.
I've frozen.
You have now.
That was good. He said I'm frozen before he froze.
Yeah. And look how he's frozen.
Yeah.
I froze.
You did, mate.
Yeah, we know. We heard you say I'm frozen, and then you froze.
Just you suck on your straw.
This is a Mikadoo. They look like bits of wheat or whatever it is.
Yeah, the chocolate-covered little sort of shortcake biscuit thingies.
They look like reeds out of a pool or a river.
Yeah.
But
Right. So anyway, Bex, what are you gonna get, or have you not decided yet? That's what started that conversation off, wasn't it? Isn't it?
But someone post up a picture of my bike again.
Why? What do you want to post up a picture of your own bike?
No, someone else done it. Someone's put very ugly lights.
Oh right, it's popped up now.
I'm gonna say just popped up on mine.
Why am I getting it so quick? I keep freezing.
Oh.
Let's
have a look.
Why on earth would you have two different shaped headlights?
Yeah.
It's a BMW.
It's oh, you want the red one, the left one, or the right one? Because the left one's 150 quid and the right one's 175 quid.
No, it's not the squinty-eyed BMW 1000R.
Yeah.
Looks like someone's poked it in the eye and gone, oh!
Yeah, it looks like it's been hit by a fly and gone, oh!
You can just imagine it going around.
I don't know why they've done that. I don't get it. But anyway, yeah.
It's almost as ugly as a booster.
Oh, the low blow.
Oh, I know everyone gets jealous.
Yeah, no,
The
you know
low
I'm
blow.
joking. I like your bike.
Yeah, I know, mate.
I'm not.
You've only got the pots to do on the brakes now.
I know. Yeah, you're coming round, aren't you? You're going to help.
Yeah. Yep.
Looking forward to that.
Second-hand ones that are already done.
You can get refurb ones. You send yours and they send you yours back. But mine are in such good condition. I don't want second-hand calipers because they won't be as good as the ones I've got.
I've got a
I
bloke
found-
that I know
I
that
found
anodizes them, yeah.
I found 2 claw hammers, so you can use one as well.
Yeah, thanks for that.
You want an anodize different colour. I know a bloke that stripped them down and redo everything.
And did you say anodize them as well?
Yeah, so any colour you want. I got bright red ones and they look awesome.
How much does that all cost?
I think it's 60 quid for the front calipers.
What, and you refurbs them as well?
He takes them apart, and if they need the seals, you pay him for the seals, and that's it.
I've already got the seals.
Yeah, just send him the seals with it, and he'll strip them, bead blast them, anodize them, clean them up, and if they got like the make on the side, he'll rub that down or put chemicals on it so it comes out silver and highlighted if you want that, and they look awesome. I got a picture somewhere. They're just epic. It's just I was holding them and I didn't want to put them on the bike.
Per caliper?
Huh? No,
Is that
£60 for both front. For
That's
both
really
front.
good.
Yeah, because you see them and you think they're gold or they're silver, and it's just like, and even if they're painted, they bead blast them and get all the paint off. Because I had a rear one that was painted, and I wanted that done the same as the front, and it was either do that or put some red tint spray on it, and I know what weather does to them. It just takes it all off anyway. But the anodizing stops that.
Oh, you got me thinking now.
Mhm.
That's really good.
Yeah, you could have them gold.
Yeah?
Sorry, copper.
Oh, let's have a look. Oh yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get the, where are we? There you go, there's the process he does it in, or she. When they're getting the logo on the side and they're putting some chemicals on it,
Oh yeah.
which is quite cool, because I got them to send me all the progress photos for like a video or something.
Okay, big question is how long does it take?
2 days.
Okay.
And I sent him forks, a few anodized other bits that I wanted redoing, front and rear calipers, and well, the fork legs and the fork tops, and he did different colours on them. They're the forks, and they got the red adjusters now instead of gold and silver.
Cool.
And there were the fork legs in the background, the gold ones.
I can't get over the price though. That's really cheap.
There's what happens when he strips them down and bead blasts them ready. He's got all the holes covered up so he can blast them again. And then he just shoves them in the anodizing, hardens them off, and then they're protected.
That's really good value, that. Oh, I might not bother doing my pistons after all.
But
Hey, that's
Dave was going to help ya.
Hey, no, it's his bike. If he wants to do that, and that's fine by me.
There's what they look like when he's doing them all gold.
Cool.
We strip them down, then they go silver,
Yeah.
and then they go red. It cleans up the pistons and everything like that.
Wow.
And there's a pink thing.
They look brand new.
Huh?
They look brand new.
Brun.
Brand new.
Yeah. When you get them back, because he does like little effects on them, like if there's anything damaged on them, he'll get rid of it and like machine it down properly.
Wow, that's such good value. I'm thinking now that I could send in my calipers and my bar ends.
Anything you want anodized, any colour. I might have a picture. He's got like a colour thing where all anodized bars up next to it, and you say what you want, or you send him another thing that's got the same colour on, and he'll do it in them colours. And the amount of colours he can do is amazing. Like you can do bright pink, purple, green. Ugh. But he was on eBay doing it as like that. But
Frozen again?
me?
Well, no, I can. He's still moving here.
That's right for me.
Well, Mr. B, you could always sweet talk Mrs. B into using Hayabusa while yours is off the road.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah.
Or buy second-hand calipers. I had to buy new calipers anyway.
Yeah.
No, I've done that. I've bought second-hand calipers to put straight on while I overheard all the other ones. Because when it's your only mode of transport, you need to have it on the road all the time.
Yep.
So you can either buy second-hand calipers, redo them up, but you don't know the history, or you can put them on to use for a couple of days while you redo the ones that you know and do them up.
Yeah, the only thing I've got, well not concern is, my bike is in such good nick for its age. I mean, the calipers are still absolutely mint. It
Just
might,
buy some cheap ones then.
yeah, I'm just thinking that maybe get some second-hand cheap ones and get them done.
Yeah, because my ones are off a Triumph. I think they're off of the new Tiger, 2014 Tiger.
Right.
I was about to jump in there and say Triumph Stag.
Don't get him started on sheep. But they're off a completely different bike, and I wasn't using the bike anyway at that time, so I just bought them for 100 and whatever quid. They were in pretty good condition, 2014, and just sent them to him, stripped them down, cleaned whatever was damaged on the piston, any sort of corrosion, cleans them down, replaces the seals if need be, but done them like that.
That's definitely something I'm going to consider then.
And then you can do like the how-to tutorial on doing your pistons and stuff like that, if you wanted to do that on the originals.
Yeah, so they're still clean. Yeah.
You can even keep the braided lines on them if you want and get new ones with a new master cylinder. So you could keep them pre-bled, just in case you decide to put them back on.
Yeah, well, my Buster hasn't got braided hoses at the moment.
Ah, there you go.
But I have bought my hoses, in fact.
Ah,
They're here.
two birds with one stone.
Yep.
I'm waiting for that helmet to fall off. There's like a paranoid feeling with me when the helmet's on thing. It's gonna fall off! Ah!
Yeah, these are them. They're where are we?
Goodridge.
Yeah, they're the limited edition gold.
Ooh.
Really nice.
Extended swing arm.
Yeah.
For anything.
No, I'm trying to keep it subtle what I do to the bus, so I don't want anything over the top.
Just everything gold.
Well, no, not
Yeah.
everything gold. They're nice.
Have they got the fixed brake banjos that don't rotate?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the reason I go for Ven Hill, because they've got build-up kits. They rotate to any angle. So if you've got like a weird sort of setup like me with the Frankenstein front end setup, you can adjust it and have it different angles, add different banjos for different angles as well.
Yeah, these are fixed. They're definitely fixed.
Yeah. But that means they're solid at least.
Yeah, exactly. And I did have the option of, as you know, on the Buster, you've got it splits down the bottom on the forks, and then rides over the top of the mudguard.
Have you got two down now?
No, because I thought it wouldn't look right.
Yeah, I went for one over and one down. Mainly because the mask was in the way, but the other things, because, you know, that's what it was already. I have got two down.
Yeah, but it looks more messy at the top as well, because when it comes out of the...
two coming down from it.
Yeah, it just looks messy with two leads coming out, so I've gone to copy the original.
But you'll be amazed what two down does. It really does stiffen it up. It makes it more responsive, but It's just the top bit and the bottom bit. It extends it and makes it a bit too much.
Yeah. So anyway, there they are. So that's something to think about.
Not only that, you got two cables rubbing against each other when they're going up and down as well. It's just,
Yeah.
Baby.
oh, you're in trouble.
No,
You just
no.
ran that door like,
He looked like the fugitive there for a little bit, didn't he?
He did.
Mummy doesn't know I'm up. Oh, he's muted. He's in trouble.
Yeah, he's muted. That means Chaz has got to take over. He's got to do his usual job of looking after Mr. B's hangout. Over to you.
I ain't
No,
got
we got a couple of questions here. Look,
Oh,
Bex 88, not really decided yet, but won't be anything very new, as I'll be on a budget and not interested in finance. Quite like the ER6S, FZ6S, XJ6S, and triples.
Go for the triple. Just ignore the rest of them. Go for the triple.
The S is, by the way, just means plural, so it's the XJ6s, the FZ6s, and the ER6s.
He's old, leave him alone.
And she's put, funny enough, Chaz, I seen the RR in the garage, and I was totally flimsy plastics and sounds horrible. Lots of laughs.
What RR was that?
Dunno, she's funny enough, Chaz. I've seen the RR in a garage. I was at totally. It was.
Up today.
Yeah,
oh, that'd be the
flimsy
BMW RR.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
that
that
was it.
picture.
They're a bit plasticky. It's like the ZX6s. You know, they look nice, but once you get on them, they're like riding some sort of Hot Wheels car. They're just plastic, and it's just like, ugh. It's like a push bike covered in plastic. And you have to rev them so fucking much to go anywhere. It's like, really? You shouldn't have to rev a bike this much just to pull off. And if you don't, you just stall it. And it's like, oh, that's no fun.
So what's the best one, do you reckon, out of them three that she's put up there, or the triple, do you think?
I'd go for the triple, but then again, that's the price.
They're expensive.
It's dearer.
Mm.
The R6 is a good all-rounder.
Yeah, it is. So is the XJ6.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the budget?
Limited.
Well, I mean, the first three are what they teach you on different riding schools, and they're reliable and they're an easy ride, really. They're easy to get used to. They're easy to ride in commuter, you know, touring, anything like that. The triple is good at everything, but it's more sportier, I see it.
Yeah.
But it's comfortabler and more reliable, and it's easier taking off. Because the Triumph is so nice pulling off. It's just
it sounds awesome as well. I love the triples.
If you get an aftermarket exhaust, it sounds a bit better, but
Yeah.
that's being picky.
That's mandatory though, louder exhaust.
And Bex, not saying that you're a girly girl, but I'd look at a Triumph Street Triple R in purple. Just type that in Google, and you know, have some sort of towel or tissue underneath you when you look at it. I can guarantee it'll leave a wet spot. It's already left a wet spot here. They are pretty. It's gold and purple, and it's metallic purple, and it looks lovely, and I want it. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I suppose it depends on your budget. I'm thinking about taking this off air in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I've got to have an early nut tonight anyway, because I've actually got work tomorrow. Woohoo!
Hey, nice one. Money in the pocket.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Actually got a full week out this week.
Oh, well done. That's good news.
Does that mean you're buying the beer?
No, it means I'm paying off some of the bills that I haven't been able to pay the past few weeks. Now, I'm hoping work picks up at work so we can have our normal full-time back forever.
Yeah, that would be good.
Short time's a killer, especially on your wage packet.
Yeah. Let's just quickly cover off these two questions, and then I think we'll go off air. So, first of all, Brink says, funny enough, Chaz, I've seen the RR in a garage I was at today. Flimsy plastics and sounds horrible.
Yeah. Well, they're made for looks and speed, really.
Yeah.
It's like NASCAR and stuff like that. They're just a plastic or a fiberglass body, and then you got the massive engine and stuff below it. But it's what you want, you know. I'd take it off personally, a Street Fighter one, just to annoy everyone.
So yeah, I mean that's something else I'll have to think about test riding that. But it's BMW. I find it very difficult.
You know where one's been, don't you? Because there's always an oil mark on the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then finally, last question we'll take on this live hangout is from Bex, and she says, "I sat on an ER6 at the BMF show. Felt very nice. Learning on an XJ6 feels nice too. Yeah, and the triple is much more pricier. I mean, I do rate that MT-07 though, I have to say. It's such a good bike, and that's £5,100 brand new. So I don't know what your budget is, but that's probably about the same price as a second-hand triple.
Yeah.
So,
It's what you want at the end of the day. I look at the triple and I see all the angles and how it's built and the frame, and I just... Because engineering is just what I do. Just look at it and it's like, I love it. Because they've thought about everything. It's like, oh, it's so pretty. But,
apart from the mirrors.
yeah, well, I don't have mirrors, you know that.
Actually, they're older mirrors on the older ones, all right. It's the new ones they're putting out now are just
Yeah, they're
rubbish.
weird, aren't
Just absolute rubbish. Okay, Kev says goodbye, thanks. Yep, you're welcome, Kev.
So that again, mate.
they? Yeah, Kev.
You in on the next one soon. And yeah, right safe, mate. Ride invisible.
I think Bex is looking at that picture now.
It's gone quiet.
She's not able to type anymore.
Her hands are shaking. She's like,
You need to get yourself some incontinence pads as well.
I have to say, the Street Triple is a lovely bike. It is a lovely bike.
I prefer it over the Speed Triple, to be honest.
Mhm.
Oh, I liked it. I really loved that Street Triple R. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Handles like a dream.
Didn't, has Bloody Blah got the R, or is it just the normal one?
No, he's got the R.
Because I think I did have a guy at home saying, oh, you should got that. He went, oh.
No, I'm pretty sure he's got the R. And it is a great bike, I have to say it is. I just think it's a little bit expensive for what it is.
Yeah, but then it's like Apple and stuff like that. If you want something that just works and is designed by someone in a box somewhere that's
Then buy Windows, but if you want something crap, buy something with an I in front of it.
Yeah.
Right, watch check. My rear view system is an iPhone, and it works.
Yeah.
Does run out of battery quite quick. We're constantly surfing on the internet, but not.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Right.
Beck's currently unavailable, isn't she?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have told her about the purple one, should I? My other half wants it. She was like, "Oh my god, it's awesome!" So I was like, yeah, I like it as well, but you're not having it.
They are lovely bikes, I have to say, and the engine's beautiful on them as well, and they just do exactly what you want it to do.
I did see Mrs. B on one actually.
Well, yeah, you never know.
She's like, no, she's on a booster. That's it. No.
Well, no, she can ride whatever she wants. I'm not going to restrict her. She's mentioned blooming cruises at one point, but I think I'm swearing away from that one now.
He comes around and goes, have a go on that.
Yeah, but it's about her knee really. You know, so we'll see how she gets on. So yeah, she doesn't have to ride a bus, so it's just something that she wanted. And there we go.
It would be cute if you both did it though. Oh.
Oh, we have matching bikes, matching colours.
Oh. Oh. No, she'll probably get a less gay colour than you.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Gold. I mean, come on. You might as well have a polished swing arm.
You're a busser, okay? So that's what I got. It's the very original first edition colour. And that's why I've got it.
That says egg fried rice on the side.
And the other side says with lychees.
Yeah. Number 17.
Lychees are horrible.
Yeah, they are.
It's like having them onion rings that you think are onion rings, but they're actually octopus or squid, and it's like, no, No, never again. Fuck you. I don't want that.
Right, guys. It's now time to go off air and let everyone else that's watching get some sleep. So I'm just going to say thanks for everyone for tuning in and watching this one. And if the guys that we have left in the panel would like to say goodbye.
Night, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, everybody. Ride safe.
See ya. Don't stare at the triple too long, you'll get a wet seat.
And incontinent pads.
Indeedy. What a way to end.
Man.
And goodbye from me as well. And of course, don't forget, ride safe.
Safe.
Ride invisible.
Ride invisible.
Excellent.